It's cold out there, man.
Brr. I want to know nothing about that, Corey, since been stuck down here since you've been on vacation for the past 3 years.
Hey, man.
3 years of vacationing.
That wasn't vacation.
A black man is put in the office, and all of a sudden, it's vacation for you.
That's right, man. I had it coming to me.
I bet you did.
Got my 40 acres on the vacation coming to me.
Thank you for running this country right into the ground.
In my mule.
With your no working ass.
Hey, man, I was out doing research.
Yeah, I bet you were.
You see, what they don't tell you was that every black person went to the inauguration to pull security. To make
really?
sure, yeah. I was over there making sure he didn't get shot. All right.
I thought you guys are still waiting for your, the reparation checks or whatever. I'm like, they're not going to give those out, dude. They're not going to give them out there.
See, I was wondering what happened.
Still waiting for that check, huh?
That's why I went.
That check ain't ever coming, Corey,
Shit,
all right? Just forget about it.
A box of cookies or something. Obama cookies or something.
Oh, those with the you're talking about the gorilla cookies. I bought 5 cases of those. I was like, wow, these gorilla cookies sure did come a long way. Woo! I swear, I was like, wow, that's at least they're trying. Not using that lazy old mold they've been using for the past 40 years. Something new.
All right, people. Welcome to another episode. I've been gone for a while.
Yeah, you have.
And just warmed up the co-host right here.
Yes.
We're ready. We're ready to go. Yeah,
exactly. By the time it's over, there should be an ice storm heading our way, I think. Isn't that right?
We're going to be locked down here together.
Yes, well.
It'll be like that in those sitcoms where we reminisce about old episodes of Let's Do This. Do you remember that time?
I figure we just go crazy and start trying to kill each other.
You shooting lasers at me.
Yeah.
I'm coming at you with a pipe.
And then we'll be cooking Cyrus on an open flame.
Oh, that'll last us for about a year.
Yeah, got to trim off a lot of fat.
Exactly. We got a lot of chewy blubber to chew on for the rest. We got steak and chewing gum.
Yikes!
All right, man.
We could use that for soap, right? That's what they did in Fight Club, right? Some gourmet soap.
Yeah, we got chewing gum, soap, and some meat.
That's right.
Cyrus, man, whoever said Cyrus wasn't useful,
exactly.
He's good for something.
Exactly.
Make
Cyrus jerky.
Make some cheese out the head.
Head cheese, Corey's favorite.
God knows he makes all those cheese ass jokes. Oh yeah, chew on some Cyrus feet, like pig's feet.
Exactly.
I got a bottle of that old nasty vinegar that I call wine and I bring down here.
Yeah.
Because
that shit.
Yeah, we pickled his feet in that nasty wine. All right, people, man. Well, boy, I feel like I feel like I'm out of practice here, but I'm ready now.
Better get your game on, Corey. Come on.
No, I'm ready now, man. So,
all right. Well, I guess everyone at home, I guess they know how this works, right?
Yeah, they know how this works. At home, this is what we do, people. The co-host and I, we get together.
Yeah.
Gets a little oil, whether it be motor oil, like castor oil, and something lubricating.
Put in some tincture in that. Get nice and loaded. Ready to go.
Man, I get a little beer, and we sit here, and first we bullshit, and then we move on to some emails.
Yeah,
and in the middle,
bullshit some more.
Oh, and then we bullshit some after that, and then we solve the world's problems in the middle.
Full of shit on this show.
That should have been why don't we just name the show that? Bullshit.
Oh, it's like full of shit.
Full of bullshit.
Welcome to full of shit.
Oh man, well, you know what? I'm warmed up, man. I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, well, hey, you know what?
Let's do this!
Get the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Stick around.
Man, boy, you had me laughing. I thought I couldn't laugh anymore about those drunken Negro head cookies. Carlisle and I talked about that last night.
I heard. Before you showed up, I was trying to listen to that to the show, and I only got halfway through, but it was a good one. I enjoyed it. Man, I enjoyed the mall cop discussion, which I have to admit, call me crazy, but I don't know what's going on with this world. Thanks to Obama, there's a lot of hope in the air because I've agreed with Carlisle in the past week, like twice already, and I don't know why, and it's scaring me. But I agreed with him as far as your mall cop discussion. I think that movie is utterly.
Did you see Mall? Did you see Paul Blart?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, you were there.
Yeah, don't tell nobody. No, part of my soul died in that goddamn theater.
Yeah, how brought you
turd fest of a
How
film.
Came in here and screwed you off the top of your thing and brought you in.
High's like
kidnapped you.
High is always kidnapping my ass. I was like, let's go, dude. He takes me to the coolest parties, boy. Tell you what. Well, except for that night, but
our Asian friend High. Yeah. When you told me that he'd take you to see that, I was like, why? I thought he was your friend.
I don't know why I went. I was praying to God that maybe I'd load up on some oil and some other things and
vinegar.
Have a good time. But man, did that movie suck the soul out of my bolts.
Man, I'm not.
I hated it. I thought it was awful. And to know that it was number one for the past 2 weeks in this country really frightens the shit out of me.
See, both of you put me in a position where it makes it sound like I'm defending the movie.
You have your reasons. I'm not arguing about that.
I don't like the movie. I wasn't crazy about it. That's the thing. It just didn't bother me. When I say it didn't bother me, it wasn't like I'm saying, "Oh man, give it a chance." It was. No, I'm just like, man, this movie's kind of. It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's terrible. It's awful.
But see, I've seen it wasn't terrible.
No, we've seen worse. But I tell you what, though. I tell you what, that movie, it just seemed like people were just moving around. And they were attempting to make jokes and bad humor, and none of it worked. And it was almost soul sucking. I mean, you might as well just stuck me in a nursing home, and I probably would have been. It would have had the same feeling as far as just seeing people just move around, and that's it. What
the hell are you talking about?
If there was an attempt to be funny at any point. It wasn't there. I'd find more humor at a nursing home because at least people there are shitting in their pants. They got goddamn applesauce dripping down on their saggy titties. Something. That's humor.
Okay, let's put Paul Blart aside. What's with you in the nursing homes? This is like only thing every other week you going against the senior citizens who have made this country what it is.
I hate this. I hate old people. I'm sorry. I hate.
Okay, now we can get to the bottom.
Fact that we used to have presidents that were over the age of 60 running shit. I mean, I don't let those people drive fucking cars, so why in the hell am I going to let them run the country? Is there something wrong with my logic? Seeing Cheney come out in that goddamn wheelchair, I was like, that guy was in charge of something? What the hell? Old people just need to be like, they need to be put in the wheelchair, and somebody needs to have like a really huge closet and just roll them in there and just give them a little cup of applesauce and leave them alone, and just whatever happens inside that closet, and they will be discovered by the aliens in the year 50 billion.
See, I can't even say anything to you because you'll never have that luxury of getting old. You'll just get dusty.
Yeah, old people make me laugh. So
I'm funny. Don't get me wrong. The old people are hilarious. I mean, especially old people that are mad.
Yeah.
Just mad all the time because they get away with anything.
Oh yeah, that's
you get those old guys in the nursing home always touching the nurse's ass.
Okay, now that I can respect. That makes sense to me.
You can get away with that.
That's the only thing I understand. Yeah, because with the little mirror that they take on
their shoes to look up at the skirts.
Old. Yeah, that works.
And it's funny because the old man would touch a nurse's ass, an old woman even.
Yeah.
And the nurse would turn around and be like, "What the fuck?" And the old guy sit up there. And they're like, what can I do?
Yeah, we got.
See, that's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting to get like about 86. I'm gonna have my hands all on that ass right there.
Are you?
And they're gonna turn around and be like, hey. I'm gonna grin with my teeth missing, my top teeth missing, tongue sticking out. I'm gonna charm them.
You got doo-doo on your face.
Doo-doo somewhere. Change me. I'm gonna be making the.
That's not hair gel.
You know what I'm gonna be looking like? When they turn around and look at me, I'm gonna be looking like those drunken Negro heads. Man,
the red eyes.
Man, that had me laughing. People, now you brought that up. See, we talked about it last night. I wasn't gonna bring it up again, but
I heard you say cookies, and I was like, was it cookies or was it cupcakes?
It was it was just so funny to me.
Even tell what it was.
When Leon sent that story to me, I said Obama got elected president, and some dude got so pissed off. He said,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go bake some cookies.
Oh yeah. I'll show him.
I'll show him.
I'll show them all.
I'm gonna make them look like ugly faces.
Well, did you not hear all the interviews that they've done with that guy?
Yeah.
Like at first, he was claiming that they weren't being offensive at all. I mean, that's just something he made, and that black people actually came in and like actually liked them. He said, he said there's 50-50. Some people hate him, some people like him. So
ain't no black person. First, okay, you come in there and you look at him.
yeah.
Because a black person might like it, saying like, "Oh, this looks like it's
If they
tasty."
had no idea, yeah. If you just looked at it, you're
black
like,
people
all
love
right.
sweets. You know, black people. He said black people like them.
Yeah.
That's before he knew they called them drunken Negro feds.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
the name was broadcast.
And you know, he had a different name for him. You know, when people came in, they probably said, you know, black person come in and be like, shit, man, what's that? That looks good. Now, I'm doing the most stereotypical black voice. I don't know, because I wouldn't say that. That looks delicious.
Delicious, nutritious.
Like Tracy Morgan coming in, where the cookies at? I heard them cookies look good right there, son.
Put some frosted on that shit.
Shit, them cookies with the red eyes and the faces, them cookies look good, son.
That's pretty bad Tracy Morgan impression, but I'm just laughing at you right now. If you could see Corey's face right now.
Like those cookies.
Exactly.
I think I'm doing good, Tracy Morgan. Not like those cookies there.
Keep telling yourself that, Corey.
I will. I look pretty. I look better than this cookie right here.
Right. I'm enjoying my sobriety.
Exactly. I'm not no drunken Negro here. No, but people probably came in and looked at that and they'd be like, damn, I love those fucked up Mr. Potato Head cookies you got. You know,
those burned Mr. Potato Head cookies,
the turd face cookies or whatever. Those look delicious, man.
It's like shithead cookies.
Shithead
my
cookies. Doodoo head cookies.
Yes.
Dookie face
with the red jelly eyes.
You know, yeah, exactly. You know they got cookie puss. This is like Dookie puss.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they did. I was like, man, what kind of fucked up?
And I looked at this and I'm like, this
was
dude,
like handcrafted.
This dude just went in and got mad. You know, he just squirted a bunch of shit on a cookie. I'm gonna make a black face.
It looks like something like a kindergarten kid.
This is how black
put
people
together
look to
with
me.
Play-Doh, yeah.
And so I'm looking at these faces, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe you told somebody like, oh, these are just chocolate face cookies.
Yeah.
And if a black person heard that, they'd be like, man, that looks good. I'd like to have one.
Chocolate, man. I love that.
Yeah, that's borderline kind of iffy chocolate face, but you know, I can deal with this.
Hanging right next to the gingerbread man. Yeah. Hey.
Chocolate face next to the Jigaboo Crisp over here. But you know, it's just the borderline. But it's like, okay, but ain't no black person come in there and look at a sign that says "drunken Negro face cookies" and think like, I'll have a dozen of those.
Exactly. I was like, what is that, Spanish? Is that negro? Oh, that's
drunken blackface.
That means black.
And you look at him,
black,
and he tried his best. The guy's a terrible artist.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I know. Yeah, I've seen kindergartners with more skills. Yes. I'm sure he probably has a workforce of kindergarten kids out there making that shit right now.
Yeah,
sweatshops.
5-year-old kids from China in his back. He got a sweatshop in the back of 5-year-old kids making face cookies. You know, drunken
black
Negro
man
face.
Cookie ready to go.
A black man cookie. This is how the black man look to me. But man, then he got red eyes and shit on there, and I'm like,
it's like they're really fucking stoned.
He tried his best to make a big nose and big lips, and that shit just came out. I mean, I kind of found it funny how bad it is.
Well, yeah, how can you you look at the goddamn picture. Somebody put a picture up on a couple of colons, and I started laughing. I was like, oh my God. If I had no idea what that was, I was just like, wow, that's some kind of home ec project you got there. That's pretty damn funny.
That fool tried his best to make a face.
Oh, dude. Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you. The best thing is that he's been on defending those cookies, and as soon as the word got out, he'd been getting phone calls left and right with death threats and all kinds of shit. And the funny thing is, like, somebody interviewed him, and in the interview, he's like, "Look, I'm really sorry about this. I'd like to make an apology." And in the background, it sounded like the goddamn Jerry Lewis telethon. The phone was ringing off the hook, and those were people with death threats. Somebody recorded the death threats and put them on. You racist son of a bitch! You're gonna die tonight. You're gonna die. I'm coming for you. I'm taking those cookies and sticking them in your ass tonight. I'm gonna rape you.
Yeah. You gonna have cookie? Yeah. You gonna have drunken Negro ass when I get.
That guy was begging. I'm sorry. He was apologizing like you wouldn't believe.
Man, and see, you know what? Mm-hmm. I'm serious about this. I've been by that bakery. Uh-huh. I never gone in.
Yeah.
But I know where that bakery is.
Yeah.
And when they said it, and I looked at the address. Like, holy shit! I've been by this. I've walked by this bakery.
Fuck, dude! You could have easily gone in there and bought some.
I could have bought some and brought it back.
You'd be enjoying some.
Well, some Negro face cookies, drunken Negro face. Exactly. But I swear to God, man, I'm going in there. I'm going in there because I got to go back next week.
Oh yeah,
I'm going in that. I'm going to that bakery
again, man. For work?
Yeah,
okay.
They got Comic-Con going on. The New York Comic-Con.
Is that already next week?
Yeah. So I'm going to the New York Comic-Con.
Okay, well, I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con. So
good. So you are?
No, I'm going. Yeah.
Okay, you like I'm going.
I'm going. Yeah,
you like
regardless of spill, whatever. I'm going. I'm gonna be there.
No, I think we'll both be there. We'll work out something.
We'll see.
Yeah. No, right. I want you to be there, but
I will be there. There ain't no wanting. I'll be there. Yeah, don't worry about
that. I don't give a fuck what you want. It's what I want.
Yeah.
How I gonna kidnap you and take you there instead of Paul Blart? But man, I'm going in that store. I'm gonna buy a cake and I'm dropping that shit right on the counter.
Why do that? Why don't you just go in and request for those cookies?
Because I don't think he's selling them anymore.
Fuck it. I was like, hey, those cookies. Did you go? Hey man, you know those cookies?
Hey,
those cookies.
Why don't you help?
You got a lot of shit for. I want some of that good shit. Why don't you go in back there and bake me some of that shit right now?
I should go and tell him that.
Sadly, we don't do that no more.
We don't. Yeah.
You're gonna do it tonight, motherfucker.
Pull out cookies, motherfucker.
Put a stapler in your pocket and go.
Drunken Negro face.
Drunken Negro now.
Yeah. No, you know what I should do?
What?
I should make a mask.
Yeah.
And walk in that store stumbling like I'm drunk, but have that face. like have those big eyes.
Yeah. You should. But hey, no, you should just walk in there and look at all the shit and not say a goddamn word. Just like you're actually shopping. You're just looking at it. You're looking around.
But I gotta be drunk.
And then just walk out.
Man, I got a videotape. Like walk in there like I'm drunk with cause I am a Negro. I should walk in like I'm drunk stumbling, but when I turn around and look at him, I should have that face. Watch him. Ah!
You should and I hope to God he actually has like a batch. That's right there on display, and when you like looking around, and you look right at those cookies, you freak out. You start to go, yeah. You start convulsing.
How did you get these? How do you know me?
No, don't even talk. Just go, and then run in the back of the place and just start tearing it apart. Bing bong bong. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like Curly.
Yeah, that's what I should do. I should ask for. I should come in and just have one word: cookies. And he bring those out. I should be wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
And I should bring the hood up. And I have that face. Molar the cheese.
That would be so fucked up.
Man.
I'll be there to record it. We'll put it on spill.
But before we move on, I got to say, you know what those cookies look like?
What?
Because I'm gonna bring it all back to something movie related here.
All right.
Do you remember? Because I was telling Carlisle, I said, those. I've as drunk as I've been. I've never had a drunken Negro face like that, unless the only way I can see myself having that face is if I got hit in the face with a truck like 20 times in a row, and then I start thinking. Those cookies look like that hitchhiker at the end of Tales from the Crypt.
Creep Show 2.
No, I mean, Creep Show 2. Yeah.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Man, now take like at the very end when the guys like she keeps running to his face. Okay, in Creep Show 2, people, there's what's it called? The hitchhiker? No, it's called what's it called?
I want to say it's the Hitcher.
Is it no? Because the Hitcher's that.
Damn it, I can't remember.
It's something called One for the Road or something like that.
No, Thanks for the Ride.
Is that Thanks for the Ride?
Thanks for the Ride.
Okay, it's the last part of Creep Show 2.
It's
this woman,
the best part.
she picks up this hitchhiker, and She accidentally hits a hitchhiker.
Yeah, she's tired. She's fucked up.
Yeah,
and
she does a hit and run.
She does a hit and run. Yeah,
and she keeps going, and the hitchhiker keeps coming back.
Yeah,
and she keeps hitting this guy.
Yeah,
and the more she hits him, the more mangled he gets.
Oh yeah, she runs his ass into a tree.
Oh yeah,
everything.
And every time, at first he's like, thanks for the ride, lady.
Thanks for the ride.
And then she keeps hitting me, and he comes back. Yeah. Thanks for the ride, lady.
And he always has his sign. He always has his sign. I think the sign said hell at one point. Thanks for the ride.
Oh yeah, and at the end, she just gets so tired of it that she keeps running into his face, into a wall, into a tree or something.
Into everything, yeah.
And at the end, the guy comes back with his face all just mangled.
He comes up from underneath the
car.
Yeah.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
His tongue is like on his goddamn throat.
Yeah. Thanks for the ride, lady. And those drunken Negro face cookies look like that hitchhiker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
At the end of that
I loved how that dude, that goddamn pervert, that guy was all over that chick's face. And even his tongue was dangling, and he gets right up on her cheek. Thanks for the ride, lady.
That's what I should do. I should go to that bakery. Thanks for the cookies, man. Yeah. Thanks for the cookies.
You should chase that guy home.
No. He goes home and locks his door. He turns around. Thanks for the cookies.
That's badass. Oh my God.
All right, man. You want to get some email?
Huh? Email already?
Well, okay. Well, we can move on. Look, the guys are coming in here in a little while.
Yeah, it ain't my fault.
Okay, well, let's just keep going then. We'll just take it as it comes along. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right.
So what else is going on with you, man?
Man, well, there's so much to talk about, Corey. Okay, first off, did you ever get to see My Bloody Valentine 3D?
No, I did not.
God damn it.
But let me tell you something.
Yes.
I want to see it.
You need to see it.
Carlisle was talking about it, and
God. Okay.
Everyone that I heard, I have not heard like one review that said it's terrible, it's shitty.
No.
I heard like it's the least I've heard is it's okay.
Dude, in 3D, that movie kicked my ass.
Really?
I went to go see it. We had the best fucking time in the movie theater. The whole
everyone
there in the theater was there, screaming, going nuts. There's a family behind me, a family of children. I mean, two kids,
man,
and some adults, and they were black, Corey. I'm sorry, they were black, but they were having a grand old time, dude. That movie kicked my fucking ass. I loved every minute of it. 3D, gory, insanity. That movie is an event film. It's a full price movie, my brother. It is fucking badass. No, I fucking love that.
Would you see it again?
Fuck yeah,
man. Let's go. Let's go
Friday. Yeah. All right. Let's go Friday. We got to bring high, and I'll bring some friends, dude. Man, that fucking movie was a fucking just shock fest of 3D awesomeness. Woo! And dude, oh my God, yeah. In the review, obviously, I heard the Carlisle review, and there is a fucking 5-minute scene with a naked fucking chick running around butt ass naked, dude. I swear to God,
that's enough, dude, already.
This chick was hiding like a goddamn roast beef sandwich between her legs or something. I swear, you talk about Corey. You talk about a landing strip, boy. Woo! I'm talking about full on nudity. I mean, this movie had to have set some kind of Guinness record or something because. Holy Jesus, dude. Okay, you know that plane that landed in the goddamn Hudson River? That plane should have landed on that chick's goddamn 3D fucking landing strip of a vagina. Holy cats. Woo! Those meat curtains. Those people would have been. Oh, my God.
All right.
Swinging down the meat curtains.
Okay, I got you, man.
Safe.
I got you. Damn.
We're alive.
Man. Oh man!
Now, did that freak you out? I know you were gone when that happened. All I thought about was like, you know what? Corey leaves New York all the time, and God knows what would have.
Man, I was thinking about that shit.
If you were on a plane
because I was getting ready to go.
You're always leaving New York all the time.
Well, I wasn't going to New York. I was going to Salt Lake City.
Well, I know you.
But I was thinking, what airline am I on? I'd be damned if it wasn't the same airline that they just landed. Yeah. But it made me feel safer because I was thinking they're gonna do everything in their power not to fuck up again, which they said they didn't. They said it was some birds that they ran into.
Yeah. That's the conclusion.
Now I'm wondering if
it was Canadian. What was it? Canadian Seagulls or
it was Canadian Dry. The pilot was drinking. It was Canadian Dry and Grey Goose.
No, it was Canadian Geese. That's what it was. It was Canadian Geese. And apparently, they're having a big problem with that. Apparently, right now. So,
okay.
Yeah, and
see, because
I don't know what they're going to do to solve that problem.
Because I was wondering if something fucked up with the plane or something, or if the pilot fucked up, and then the pilot just happened to land the plane.
Yeah.
And because he got everybody there safe, he was able to like kind of coat things on, and be like, yeah, it was birds, but I got everybody here safe.
Well, hey. Hopefully that 3D naked chick will be there so you guys can land on that landing strip for hers.
Yeah.
Swing down the safety cord. That's all I got to say. Safety.
Well,
I'm alive. Okay, now did you hear this? Okay, I heard a story. Now, nobody's really reported on this, but I heard that when the people, when they were rescued, there was a black guy on the plane, and the black guy came out, and that guy was dancing like,
man,
I'm alive.
No, you heard that from me.
Okay,
because I told somebody, because what happened was, here's what I said.
Okay.
I was watching the footage of all the people being brought to plane.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Everybody was kind of like smiling, happy to be alive, but they had one brother get off that plane, and he looked at the crowd like he just won a Super Bowl or something, which I guess technically he did.
Dancing.
He survived, but he was like, yeah. And then they had this army guy just looking like, get your ass on the side.
And I was like,
yeah, I told you that.
Did you? Okay, well, I would have looked at that motherfucker and go, hey, fuck you. I survived the goddamn plane crash, you motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm going to do a fucking somersault right now. So
exactly.
You better move.
Shit, I'm about to do cartwheels off this shit.
Please, let the guy celebrate for crying out loud.
I know, but see, that's what I was thinking. I was just like, because the army guy just kind of grabbed him like, would you get your silly ass on it? I was thinking, man, the dude just lived through a plane crash, all right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that shit's going to be with him for the rest of his life.
That tops everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that tops Super Bowl,
Yeah.
World Series, winning the fucking lottery.
Get
I mean,
laid.
you survived a fucking plane crash.
Exactly.
That's some lost shit.
I'm king of the world.
I mean,
that's what I would have
exactly.
I'm Jesus. I would have run screaming, I'm Jesus.
Walking on water. I'm on a plane on water. Man, shit. You survived a plane crash and you didn't land on an island where there's polar bears and a smoke monster.
Oh shit.
No, you should be partying for a week.
Hell yeah.
Now, if that brother goes out looking for a paycheck for this, then that's a different thing.
Yeah. Hey, and I fucking salute the guy who landed that goddamn plane.
Man, that
he
pilot
was an old pilot, and he was a fighter pilot.
Fighter pilot,
boy. Him, and the 3D new chick both should have been at the inauguration because goddamn, they saved lives.
So, can't you see Obama saying, "I'd like to introduce some special guests"? The pilot from the flew the plane to the Hudson River, and everybody be like,
"Yeah!"
I like to bring out the dancing brother who survived the crash. He come like, "Yeah, woo woo!" And I like to bring out the naked chick from My Bloody Valentine 3D.
Yeah. And the whole crowd would go fucking ape shit.
Wow! Boobies! That brother dancing some more. Yeah,
Buddy, you see everybody putting on their 3D glasses in the goddamn crowd. That'll be awesome.
But you know what? That pilot was there at the inauguration.
Yeah, I heard he was there. And okay, now, were you there? I didn't know if you guys talked about it on a couple of cold ones.
Wait a minute. This is Cyrus calling. Hold on. He might be stuck outside. Hold on.
Oh, fuck.
I know. Hold on. Hello? Hey. Yes.
Go home.
Are you... Okay.
Fuck off. No room for rent.
He's outside talking about, man, it's 30 degrees outside. I'm freezing. Please let me in. I'm not bullshitting, man.
We should just leave him out.
We should just stay here and keep talking for a little bit. So anyway, yes, that naked chick from Bubbly Valentine. Hey, let me go let him in real quick.
All right.
His ass was out there freezing.
Good for him.
Make a man out of you.
Oh my god. Okay, so speaking of the inauguration, so I didn't get to listen to the rest of the couple Coens, but did you get to see it? Because I thought I read a comment saying that you got stuck out.
Man, people heard the story on a couple of Coens, so I won't go through the whole thing. But I did not.
You didn't? You missed it?
I'll go briefly in case some people listen to this show and don't listen to a couple of Coens, which I don't know why they would do that. But no. So real quick, I got there. You heard about the purple tickets and the blue tickets.
No, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear any of that.
Just real quick, people, you heard the story already. Gloss over this. If you haven't,
or go over to a couple.
Go to a couple of Coens, listen to this. But I'll tell it right here.
Okay.
All right. So what I told Carlisle was, now you remember Brian. right? Little Brian, let the boy try.
Yeah, that little fucker.
Yeah, that little people. We used to
that
do.
Guy who's always coming over here trying to look for chicks. You don't pay no goddamn attention to his friends. Yeah, I know that little bastard.
Well, we used to do this show with a little dude named Brian. I met Brian when he was 17, and so he did some stuff with us. Brian is now a lobbyist. Can you believe this shit in Washington? That's what
him.
you want to know. Why the economy's so bad? Because we got fucking Brian over there lobbying for chicks.
So a lobbyist, is that like a usher? Is he wearing like a little red hat or something? What is that? Little suit, little monkey suit?
That's what he calls it. I'm a lobbyist. Well, technically, I do hang out in the lobby.
Very important job you have there, Brian.
And pick up the trash when everybody leaves their popcorn on the floor. No, Brian was cool. Brian said, when you get out of Salt Lake, if you're coming through Washington, you got a place to stay. We're going to go to the inauguration because Brian was happy. Brian's like, he's like, man, I got tickets to go. I'm going to be right in the center of everything.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if I can get you a ticket, but you'll be able to go wherever you want to go. You'll be in the city.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you know what?
You'll be in the
vicinity. I was like,
the vicinity.
I did say the city.
Okay,
I know,
but
I would, but he meant like within the range of the whole festivities. Right. So I get there, man, and he has a nice place. I had a room off to myself and everything. Brian was real cool, man. Him and his girlfriend were living together, and so I get there, man. And he's like, he says, man, I got you a ticket too. Okay. He's like, yeah, that's what it was. His girlfriend was saying, I don't know about all this. For some reason, she had some spidey sense going on in her head, and she was like, Brian, I don't know. I caught them arguing. I went to the bathroom and came back, and Brian was all on her ass. He's like, look, if you don't want this ticket right here, I'll give it to Corey. You ain't got to do nothing, all right?
Shit.
If you don't appreciate what I'm doing for you, and I was just like,
he's laying down the law like a man.
Yeah,
Shut up, bitch.
I came back. I was like, where are you? And then he smacked in the face. No, he didn't do it.
Okay.
Shut up. No,
he'd lose.
no. Yeah,
I've seen him.
Oh yeah, no, she beat the shit out of him. She's feisty too, boy. She got some big cans. But anyway, the next day, that morning, Brian wakes me up and he's like, "Man, I got a ticket for you too. We're in. We're all going. We're gonna go see Obama.
We're gonna look at history in the
we're walking down the street. He's doing the Obama dance. Go get me some Obama. Obama. So we get there and we everything that we're trying to look for is just a clusterfuck, man.
I bet.
There's thousands of people out there.
It's ridiculous.
But we're maneuvering. We're getting around okay. So it only gets bad when we're looking for signs for where we need to go. Hey, shut that door right there. It only gets bad when we're trying to find signs for where we need to go.
Yeah.
So we discovered that all the signs. Now we're talking about thousands and thousands of people out there where I am. I mean, there's millions of people out there, but I can see for miles, thousands of people. And they got all the fucking signs hung at midget level. Like they hired a midget to go and hang up all the signs that tell you where to go. All the signs with arrows and everything. So only the tallest people can look down and tell everybody where they need to go.
Right.
I was helping all kind of people out, telling them where to go. Yeah. So we finally find where we're supposed to go. And we get in this line, and the line is just inching along like every 15 minutes.
The longest Six Flags line in the history of lines.
And it's freezing out there. It's cold and shit. And so it gets to the point where the line just stops.
Yeah.
Line doesn't move at all anymore. And we're stuck in that position for about 45 minutes to an hour.
No shit.
And there was one guy in the crowd. He's like, "You ain't stopped me from getting in. I will not be deterred. I'm going in." And then he got the crowd like, "Yeah!"
Obama's cousin.
And finally, that dude was like, "I'm getting out of here." So he excuse me, pardon. He's getting up around people. Yeah. And so he gets out of line. And we're stuck there still. I mean, there's just some. Oh, now here's the funny thing. One of the things that stopped the line going is that there was a car going through all these thousands of people.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene at the end of Dawn of the Dead, the remake?
Yeah, with the van, where the trucks are driving through.
Yeah,
the buses are driving through, and the zombies are just going nuts. Yeah,
trying
to attack them. Yeah,
I swear to God, I'm not lying to you here.
Is that what it looked like?
They were going the opposite way of that crowd. I do not know how that van got through that crowd
and didn't kill anybody, huh?
Because what I saw, there was a woman there in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And this woman, she said, "I'm in a wheelchair. You're running over me."
That was me. I'm sorry, that was me.
That was you faking a woman's.
You old bitch!
Get off of me! Oh, that was you driving.
That was me driving. Yeah, I was trying to look for you because I was like, I gotta record this My Bloody Valentine 3D review. Come on, where are you?
Get out the way!
Come on, you old bitch in a wheelchair.
But yeah, the police finally came over. They got the woman out the way, and they were pushing people out the way. And I don't know how that car got through all those people, but it did. And I think the only way it got through was because people knew something was wrong, and they started getting out of line.
Oh, shit.
So after that car went through, and people just stood there, and we weren't moving, and we could hear Obama's voice now. Like the inauguration has started. He's giving his speech.
Right.
So Brian's like, I said, Brian, it's like, man, I'm just happy to kind of be here. I said, do you really want to wait this long? Because my feet were freezing at this point. Right. And he's like, no, let's go. He's like, because you know what? This ain't the end of it. This ain't it. He's like, but he's like,
only begun.
He said, I was prepared for something like that. I got something better. He's like, I got this invitation for this luncheon, and it's at this hotel. We go up to the room, and we can watch the parade with Obama going by. We have free food, free drinks in there. We can watch the rest of the inauguration on TV. It's warm and cozy. Why are you
making this sound like this is going to go horribly wrong?
Because it did.
I can already see it.
On our way there, we go through a street tunnel. Yeah. And it looks like the apocalypse just happened because there's no traffic.
It looked like the street tunnel in 28 Days Later?
Yes. It did. I mean, there's people just roaming around. There's paper flying everywhere. Yeah. It looked like really like a nuclear holocaust had just happened or something. So we're walking through the streets, but we get to where we're going, and so they said he pulls out this invitation. I mean, this is what I saw. Yeah. There was one guy it was some old. Now look, you don't get no more official. Even though Obama's in the office right now, you do not get any more official than some 60-something looking year old white dude in a suit saying he works for the government, and they're telling his ass, "Sir, you cannot come in." And I looked at Brian. I was like, "Are we going to that door?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, I didn't say anything. So we're walking. He goes up there, and Brian's like, "I got this invitation, and so this woman's looking at us, who's guarding the door, looking like, yeah, you and everybody else behind you has this invitation. It's like you can't come in here unless you live in this building." And we were like, well, they told us to come here, and the woman said the only thing I can tell you to do is to go to the entrance of the building. This is not the entrance. So we go find the entrance to the building. Yeah. The entrance to the building is a security point where Obama's parade is supposed to come through. They have a checkpoint where you have to check to get in there. But to get in there, you got to go through hundreds of people to get there. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you ain't going to that door.
You ain't seen shit.
No.
Poor Brian was like, I got a golden ticket.
And he was skipping down the street. I have an invitation. But okay,
close that door like he was at the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Nobody gets in to see Obama.
I don't give a fuck about your ticket.
And a guy with a big bushy mustache and a red suit. And who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Nobody sees Obama.
The big titty girl, she can come in, but you two,
skedaddle. So check it out, man. So really, now some of this, I'm only very slightly exaggerating for comedic purposes. Only slightly. What I'm telling you is true.
Yeah, it has to be a good story.
Yeah, I'm really only slightly. When I say, I'm talking about like 2% sugar in there to make it sweet. You know, so. Brian is crushed. I mean, Brian got to a point where he was telling somebody, but I have an invitation. I have an invitation. And we were just like, come on, Brian, let's go, man. And
no.
Me and his girlfriend were carrying him by his arm. You know, I have an invitation.
You son of a bitches.
So now we're pulling his ass away, right? No, we're not doing that. No, we finally look. Brian even says, man, you know what? Let's just go home. We'll just watch it on TV. I mean, what else can we do? And so we're walking, and the thing his girlfriend was trying to tell him the night before, this is what she said to him. We're walking for about 30 minutes, and Brian he's quiet the whole time. I mean, I don't even want to say anything to him because he's crushed. I'm just happy to be there.
Self-esteem is
just gone, man. He had two things. And look, I can't blame him. I mean, he can't be blamed for that. He for 2 months, he said he tried to get those tickets, and then this was his fallback, that luncheon. Neither one of those worked out, and so I felt bad for him. So
I feel his pain.
Yeah, we walked for about 30 minutes, and that dude finally looked up in the air and he said, "It wasn't supposed to be like this." And we're like,
that's awesome. That's what I said when I found out The Dark Knight wasn't nominated.
It wasn't supposed to be this way. No. But man, so his girlfriend looks at him. She said, "That's what I was trying to say. We should have just went to the luncheon and we could have been warm and ate and watched it." He looked.
Oh no!
He looked at her like.
That's where some girls need to just learn to. Please, I mean, I love women, but sometimes you need to learn to just shut the fuck up.
I was just kind of like,
oh. Yeah.
And he just looked at her like,
oh,
I know. I thought he was.
You know, the mo on her.
Now you know how Brian's a little guy,
right?
I thought he was going to turn to the Hulk, like Bruce Banner. You know, Bruce Banner's real skinny. I thought that was going to be it. Don't make me angry,
to
bitch.
The moon.
Bitch, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, those women, boy, I tell you.
But I mean, she was trying to be nice,
right?
And I understood where she coming
in her own fucked up way.
Because in a way, I said. Obviously, you knew something I didn't before I got here, so I kind of wish I had.
But then again, there's the opposite side of that coin. Maybe you should.
But he worked hard.
Always listen to your women.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe she had something because they were telling people like you're gonna make it to one or the other. You either going to see the inauguration or you going to the parade.
Yeah,
you're not doing both. Unless you are
the fucking president.
Yeah. If you Barack Obama, you're going to go to both. Yeah. I think even Bono got told he couldn't go see both of those things.
It's like, I want to go dancing. No, fuck
that. Puff Daddy showed up, but I had to perform. No.
I go backstage and hang out with Beyonce.
But I have to perform. No, you got to perform your ass on around there.
Perform your ass up on stage, right? Give that speech. Hurry up.
Yeah, exactly.
You got work to do.
Get your ass on out of here. You got to run the country, But
you ain't making a movie.
So, man,
well, hey, shit happens.
Hey, look, I felt bad. It all worked out. Look, I got to see.
You had yourself an adventure.
Man, I had a great time.
There
I mean, if anything, I got to see Washington look probably as close as it will ever look to being a zombie holocaust.
Then that's fucking awesome because I was about to say that's all I would ever think. Anytime my ass is floating around going to a concert and I turn around and see like hordes of people. All I think is nothing but zombies. I know. Where's my camera? I can add 100 of those, and I got a zombie movie right there. Greatest zombie movie ever.
I mean, because when we were walking around, our legs were so frozen that it felt like I had phantom legs. I'm not like it was a funny sensation because it kind of hurt, but it kind of felt cool at the same time. Like
walking like Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. I was walking on some water. But so now when we were walking. The reason why it was kind of like a zombie invasion because, it's cold and people kind of were like, their legs were like ours and toes were hurt. Yeah. So everybody was slowed down a little bit.
One was like shuffling, huh?
So you could hear people like, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
People waking up so goddamn early to go see that shit.
Exactly. People exhausted.
That's awesome. But did you get to see his speech and everything, or did you have to wait for the later broadcast?
No, I had to wait for the later broadcast.
Oh, man. I saw it on the intranets. So So that was. I'm very glad I caught that.
Well, see, man, you're lucky. I mean, but it's a give and take, man. Right. I mean. I was there in the vicinity. I got to hear it.
All I saw when I was watching was
cool.
like, hey,
out! Yeah, so it was kind of funny, man. And then they had this whole thing of,
just talking to, I'm sorry, he's.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Just in case you don't know.
But no, and then
the Goof Troop is here, people, by the way.
Carlisle stuck his head into we're here. I'm like, I know. Who cares? Get out.
Countdown.
You hear when I say you're here.
Yeah. Who are you working for?
Who are you to tell me you are here? But man, no, I was there for history, man. It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if things had gone my way, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, it was nothing. Look, yeah, because what happened was they had two groups of people. They had the purple tickets and they had the blue tickets. those signified gates.
Yeah.
And those two gates got shut down
And what
because
were you
of
guys?
stupid. I was blue.
No blues allowed.
Man, I was kind of mad because when you out there, you got the first black president. See, you call him like, man,
You figured just because you're black, you get that privilege.
I'm entitled to this.
Something.
I should be. What's the brother hook up here?
Brother who?
And like I told Carlisle, man, I was mad because I will repeat this.
Yeah.
You get so mad, you start thinking to yourself. Now, much respect to the president. I don't want to break it down to. I don't want to bring it down to some childish level here. Right. But for a split second, in my head, while I was freezing, I heard him talking, and that whole thing was messed up. Yeah. Obama went through my head, and I said, "Nigga, please." I said, "You got to be out your goddamn mind." I said, and I told this again. I told him the last story too. I said, "This brother, he better come out moonwalking on water like Jesus. I better get a check for standing out here. I better get a steak dinner. The brother hook up out."
They should have put his ass on some wires like Superman or Magneto, like landing, like he's come to fix
flew him through the city.
Yeah. I just love how he came out. What I respect about his speech, he just came out and said, "Look, everybody, we're all fucked, all right." And these motherfuckers that are leaving the exiting right now, you see that guy with the push broom from the Apollo sweeping their ass out? Yeah, see those guys right over there? That one motherfucker in the wheelchair that should be thrown in the goddamn closet? Those two motherfuckers, we have to clean up their shit. And boy, it ain't gonna be easy. You motherfuckers gotta put your childish ways behind you, because you're gonna have to work.
I love that. You say like Bush is pushing a broom on his Oh, but you know what?
Yeah.
One of the things they're going to tell you is that, it was respectable. Nobody got too crazy. When Bush came out, that fool got booed.
Oh, no. I'm surprised it wasn't like a free-for-all with the shoes.
It's like
right. People weren't playing target practice
it's kind of
their Adidas. Whoa.
Yeah, duck this motherfucker.
10 points, motherfucker, with my Reeboks.
I'll tell you what. I will give Bush my respect for dodging the shoe. That motherfucker, he looked like, you remember when people used to play whack-a-mole?
Yeah.
That's what he looked like coming from behind that podium. Whoop, 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 whoop. That dude should have went up there. Man, that dude threw the shoe. He should have forgot about a shoe. He should have went through with a rubber mallet. Hit him on the head every time he came up. Boom.
Now, is it true that people were singing na 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 hey goodbye doing that whole thing? Because I heard that actually happened. I didn't see it in the broadcast, but I heard it actually.
What I'm telling you.
Over the mics. Yeah.
No, see, I wasn't there to see the boos or anything like that. I hear the boos. Right. I didn't get to see Bush come out. But no, I'm just telling you, because there was some.
I'm sure you can hear people just. Yeah,
oh man, yeah.
It must have been like a wave.
You heard people talking about that incident. The whole people singing that, people booing him. I wish. Now that's the one thing I regret. Yeah. I regret not being able to see how it was when Bush came out, because they said Bush came out with Obama and everybody was cheering, and he was like, "Hey, this ain't so bad." But then Bush is up there by himself, like, "Motherfucker, fuck you, boo!
Get the fuck out of here!"
And Bush was like, "What happened? You were cheering me a little while ago. What happened?" But so nah, man. I mean, it was a fun experience, though. I mean, like you said, I had an adventure.
I'm glad, Corey. That sounds awesome. I mean, all I thought was like, wouldn't it be funny if Corey's fucking head pops up on the screen, and go, "Ooh, Obama!" I was like, man, that would be hilarious if we actually see
me back there, cold chilling behind Obama, giving a thumbs up,
making out with some white chick.
I'm giving Obama such a bad name. I'm out there with a white chick drinking. I got a sign.
Drinking,
What's up, co-host?
You can hold up a sign. I quit my job.
We made it.
We made it. Success.
All right.
If I were Obama, though, like after he gave that speech, as far as all you we're gonna have to work our asses off. I would have been like, okay, now I want to know one thing. What in the fuck are all you motherfuckers doing out here on a goddamn what was it? What was the day? It was a Monday, Tuesday.
It was like a Tuesday. It was
Tuesday
a freezing
afternoon.
Tuesday.
All you motherfuckers get back to work. You're hanging out partying for.
This is why the economy's all fucked up.
This is why we're fucked. We're dying right now.
Want to party.
Get your ass to work And one thing, where is that guy who fucking shot up the goddamn Notorious movie screen? Where is that? I know that motherfucker's here right now. I know, because I know he ain't working.
He's looking for a crowd to cause some trouble in.
Stop that shit.
Man, I'm sitting up here. I'm trying my best not to disrupt you by laughing because you just put an image in my head. Obama on some strings and a Jesus pose.
That's what I would do
on some balloons. Like,
dude, it would. If I was the fucking president, it would look like something out of Metalocalypse, fucking Death Clock, when the stage is coming above the ground or from the sea, from the goddamn ocean depths. It would be
people dying.
It would be insanity.
Like a box comes out, the lid falls on people.
It'd be like the Death Star has just fucking landed.
See, I was thinking of like Obama with balloons on his back, like a Macy's Day Parade, just floating through the crowd, giving his inauguration speech. I would have had, I swear, I would
have had Obama statues erect with Obama wearing like a Jedi robe all over the place. Monuments, epic.
Looking like Mace Windu or something.
Exactly. I have arrived.
I'm here.
I'll have like a little old bastard in the background goes, Obama, rise.
Yes, my master.
God damn it. Well, I guess we better let these guys do their thing. And what should we let them record their thing? And then
we'll let them. We'll come back and do some email.
All right. Sorry, folks.
Before they get restless out there.
We'll do some email and
we shall return.
The party shall continue.
All right, got those sons of bitches on out of here.
I know.
Had to move rooms because we ran so late. The neighbor chases out the other room.
The dynamic boobs.
Is that what you think? She's knocking the wall with her boobs. Shut up in there.
Damn.
That's what it sounded like too, because it wasn't like several knocks. It was like. It's almost like she ran to the wall and bounced back.
Exactly.
But
make those coconut noises when the head hits the wall.
Man, you were telling me about this show, and
yes.
A few members have told me about it. I want to see it. Dead Set.
Dead Set. Okay, dude. All right. Since all the talk about, you hanging out at the inauguration, of course, seeing masses of people, all we can think about is zombies.
Zombies, yeah.
Thank God we have that in common, Corey.
Because otherwise you'd be dead.
Hex, our good friend Hex, cheerio. Yeah.
Hello. I want to tell you about Dead Set.
Check it out, co-host. No.
Co-host.
I know. Hex hates us when we do that. But we love you, Hex. We love you, kid. No. Hex had mentioned this show to me, I want to say about a month or two ago, and I thought it was interesting, but for some reason I completely forgot about it. So I was able to find. I remembered the name of the show, or at least the premise, and I looked it up, and I actually found a means of seeing it. And goddamn, Corey. The show is called Dead Set. It's I think it's a Channel 4 show.
It's from Britain. It's Channel 4.
Yeah, Channel 4. It's basically about
it's a reality TV show.
It's based on a group of characters that are on a reality TV show. Like it's called Big Brother, like the actual reality show Big Brother.
Yeah,
where it's like a real world basically. And they're having a episode where one of the cast members is actually being evicted from the house, which is almost like a underground, like it's basically a studio house, and they're isolated from the rest of the world, I guess. And one of the members is getting evicted, and eventually, they have this huge party because it's like a big deal. It's like an American Idol deal where they have tons of fans out. They have the huge screens out, and they have a host interviewing the person who's getting evicted. But while all this is going on, a zombie outbreak happens.
Nice.
And basically you start to see all hell unleash.
Just when you think they couldn't do anything else with zombies.
Exactly. You know what? And I tell you what, this show gives a big finger and a big fuck you to everyone who's ever said, you know what, zombie movies, zombie whatever, I'm sick of it. That's boring.
How can anybody say that?
And
How
hey,
can you
I
ever
will
get
never.
sick of zombies?
It's those same motherfuckers who think Dark Knight is not that good of a movie.
MDS.
Well, we'll jump on that later. But yeah. No, but man, this movie. I mean, this movie. You know, I call it a movie because it's very shot like it's shot just like a film. I mean, the production value is, you know, it's about as big as a Hollywood movie as you can get, if you ask me.
And they only have it's a limited series.
It's only 5 episodes, but it's broken up in parts. And I tell you what, man, they have everything right, straight down to the T. As far as the tension, the characters are interesting. I mean, you actually worry about people, and you actually worry about the tense situations that happen. You start to worry for these people because you know, like, there'll be a scene where it's just a hallway, and it'll have that creepy, like, kind of that ambient music going on, and people are like, you know, they're walking their way towards down the hall, and you know, you can hear some munching sounds.
Oh,
and
shit!
Oh fuck!
It's on.
It's like the first. It's
Resident Evil?
like Resident Evil 2.
At the beginning of the game,
when you're walking down that hall or whatever, and you turn that corner and you see that
zombie looking over his shoulder at you.
That's Resident Evil 1. I'm sorry, my mistake. where you turn around, you see that zombie eating somebody. He turns around, you're like,
looks at you, and you got to get the hell out that room.
Fuck. Yeah.
You been playing that, man? When you walked in on that?
Are you kidding me?
And
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I love Resident Evil 1 and 2. Those games will always stick to my soul,
dear to your heart,
my robot soul. Yes, yeah, I love playing. I mean, shit, you and we've had the same experience playing those games late at night, dude. Oh man, I was about to play Resident Evil 2 this past weekend just because I found some of the music from Resident Evil 2, and it's one of the songs is right on my page, and you'll recognize it when you hear it.
Oh, it's the one with the piano?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
and
man,
you hear that, and you just, I tell you what, man, it brings back some incredible memories. You know, those times, those days of old, where you're sitting.
Those days of yore.
Exactly. Many moons ago. Where nothing else mattered in the world except Resident Evil 2 and you hanging out playing that game until fucking 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, man. I remember that shit because you just had to find out what was behind that next door. You got that key, and you had to go and find out what was going on in that next room. And
dude,
shit.
that was our cocaine.
Oh man, I remember being at work thinking about that shit. I got to get home and play Resident Evil.
Oh, but I tell you what, man, this TV series, it captures everything that you've ever wanted to see. I mean, this is about the best thing I've seen of any zombie thing, anything since Wreck.
Damn, co-host, you got me.
Okay, I have this, and you will see it this weekend. This coming up weekend, I'm gonna get it for you, and you and High.
Oh man,
I told both of you guys this week. You're gonna get it this weekend. We should all fucking hang out at some point and fucking watch this series.
I'm there, man.
I got 2 more episodes. I'll hold off. I'll rewatch what I've seen because it's that good, and. Dude, it is fucking unbelievable.
Let's just go all day and watch it, man.
Yes.
Let's just,
yeah. And you know what? Man, we're going to have a fucking great time. I'll tell you that much.
Let's you know what?
Yo.
And so you got 2 more to go now. You already saw my Bloody Valentine. I'll catch up with
that.
Yes. I got to see this show.
We need to have like a fucking weekend party where you, me, and High will fucking go see My Bloody Valentine again, and then we'll fucking go watch what we will watch Dead Set. Right?
Oh, hey man, I'm there. I'm
all
ready.
Right, let's do this.
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Well, you got me. So,
all right.
You make it happen.
Yes, we will. I will make it happen.
I've heard so much about this show too. See, what I'm not trying to act like an expert here because I'm not sure. I think over in Britain, man, a lot of their shows they have a limited run. They don't go on and on for years like they do
That's
here.
That's a good thing about them, I think.
Yeah, think about The Office. That only lasted for a few episodes.
Yeah,
and
that was like 1 season and a Christmas special, I think.
In a Christmas special, yeah. So, and I was watching some other show, Peep Show.
Oh,
and,
hey, Spaced. Have you seen Spaced?
Man, I have not seen Spaced yet.
Fuck,
Everybody
that's
keeps
another
telling
great
me.
show. Yeah, I love that fucking show. Yeah, every movie
I will
fan
get around to that.
should see that. Yeah. I'll let you check it out.
But Dead Set, man, I've had enough people on the site tell me, got to check that out.
Dude, the special effects will blow you away. I mean, that series would make fucking George Romero proud because it follows his rules as far as like the zombie rule book. if there is one.
And George Romero, Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
Dawn
of the Dead, yes.
Dawn of the, we pretty much have the man responsible for the zombie legend, zombie lore.
He set up the rules, and this series.
He created the zombies that we know today, the cannibalistic zombies who run packs and all. Yeah, I mean, hey man, that we are living amongst a god.
I know, exactly, and thank God. You know, he's supposed to come out with another movie. Have you seen the trailer yet of The Dead?
No, I have not seen the trailer.
It's on there. Look for it. I mean, I know the first time somebody released it, they took it down. I believe only because the movie wasn't ready. I mean, it sounded like it was like a work in progress, but I hope it's good. You know, as much as the last two movies, I think they've been all right. But one thing though is he definitely brings something to the table as far as interesting characters. The last two movies, even though you can argue which one's great or which one's not, but there's always something in those movies that is always unique that he brings to the table, which I respect. As far as certain characters and certain things, you can always point out something in those movies. You go, you know what? If he took that character and ran with it, that would make an even incredible movie. So
no, I agree with that, man. I wasn't too crazy about Land of the Dead and Diary of the Dead. Interesting, but definitely not up to par with what he can do.
If the fucking Amish guy had his own movie killing the zombies, man, that would be the greatest film of all time, or the greatest TV show of all time.
They need to find a way to resurrect that guy. Or something
They have to. I swear to God, I was in love with that character.
George Romero doesn't know what he had on his hands. In Diary of the Dead, there is a mute Amish guy that kicks ass.
Yes, he does. And the Zombie Slayer,
and love
Amish
dude,
Zombie
man.
Slayer. Yeah.
All right. So you want to get into some t-shirts? I mean, some.
Yeah.
You want to get? Oh man, let's talk about the t-shirts real quick.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I didn't know those t-shirts were like that expensive, man.
Okay, yeah. I have to admit, the Dark Knight not being nominated, that was kind of a downer this past week, and this may sound crazy, but if you ordered a co-host t-shirt, if you ordered a co-host t-shirt, please send me a picture. Send me a picture of you wearing a co-host t-shirt. And through the email, not on the comment page, through the email, send me your address. And this is I'm sorry, but this is for only people who live in the United States. I don't know if we ship overseas. If we do, I'll try to do something, but
we probably could. I'll find out. We'll get all this worked out.
Yeah, okay. But for the people who ordered a co-host t-shirt at least, send me a picture of you in your shirt. And I mean, I'm not doing this to have people on my page. Just if you send me, I need proof that you bought a shirt with a co-host. Send your address to my email, and I will give you. I will send you a bonus something cool.
Well, what you gonna send?
I have a couple of things I'd actually like to send them. So just because I feel like those shirts, they are a little expensive, and I'm appreciative of the fans not have the ones who did buy shirts already. I am appreciative of them buying those shirts and not even questioning the price.
Well, okay,
because those are true fans.
Some people have already done that,
right? And then those are the ones I'm talking to. So I'm this offer is going to go for the next. I'll say 2 months. I'll say the next 2 months. So I don't
hurry. This offer only lasts for the next 2 months
because goddamn stamps do cost.
We're crazy.
Stamps do cost some money. And I'm getting paid in quarters here.
Hurry while supplies last.
I will send you some cool shit along with your shirt.
Are you going to?
But I swear to God, yeah. Send a picture. I need a picture. I need proof that you bought it. I know everyone in the woodwork is going to say, I bought one. But send me a picture with you in your co-host shirt, you wearing it.
What people going to do.
And then send me your address.
You need a receipt or something, man, because people.
I know this could be trouble, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay,
hey,
man, you're going to get all kind of Photoshop pictures.
I have some time on the weekend, and I will send them something cool. So I won't say what it is, but it'll be something cool. It'll be a little bonus.
We need your DNA on that
exactly.
on the shirt. We'll send the shirt back, but we need to make sure that you have it.
Now, since saying that, no. The only thing I'd ask of Spill to do, since they have the shirts out, I would love to see a line of co-host undies for the girlies and bras, if we can somehow manage that. Little co-host heads on the bras and a little co-host head on the undies.
Man, okay, I don't know
Pink
if we can
undies.
Okay, this is crazy.
My favorite color for the ladies. And yeah, hopefully Spill can work that out.
Maybe in the next 2 years
There you go.
we can do that.
Down the road.
We'll get our little.
There you go. That's all I'm asking, Corey.
Hey, look, we get our little sweatshop of 5-year-old Taiwanese kids. I think we can probably make that happen. But until then,
they'll be proud just to see my face on a pair of
and we don't mind putting those kids to work because they'll be so proud to do this for us.
Exactly. They will be honored.
All children love the co-host, even those that work in slave labor. We love you, co-host.
That's
man.
That would be my dream.
Shit, don't think I haven't thought of it. I would love to have my face on some girl's ass cheeks too.
Hey,
don't think.
go for it, Corey.
Hey, man. Hey, look. A robot and a man can dream, can't they?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes,
Spill's going right now. Fuck yeah, that's all you guys can do is fucking dream.
And Obama's words,
keep dreaming.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Down with dope, up with hope.
Yes, we can have co-host on girls' titties. Yes, we can have Corey's head on girls' ass cheeks.
There you go.
Yes, we can. Keep hope alive.
Yeah, let's do this ball with both of our heads on.
In 2055, because that's what will happen.
Exactly. Big things. Big things to look forward to. But anyway.
Oh, I have an idea for a contest too, man. I'm going to put a piece of artwork up. Jesus, man. I forgot the guy that did it. Juby or something like that.
Oh, was it Jagar?
Oh, yeah. That guy.
That guy. Yeah, that guy's incredible.
That guy has inspired me to want to create a contest for this page.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm going to be careful how I create these contests, but we're getting stuff in where we can we don't only have to give away
everything
t-shirts.
Is just kind of like food for thought.
Yeah, right now. I mean, I'm gonna try stuff and see how we can do. We get DVDs and whatnot.
Right.
I mean, we might give you something, you might not even want it.
Right.
When we say giving away prizes, I might.
That's what I'm giving away. I'm giving away something you don't want.
Exactly. Shit, you might get one of my socks.
You might get some carrots and celery.
Exactly. Shit, you might get some soil.
I'll sign that shit.
Yeah, I might find some lint on the floor and give you that.
Get some toilet paper.
To make a good prize. Yeah, I might exactly.
Cyrus's DNA tissue.
Yeah, I might get through wiping my ass and be like, I'm gonna send this to somebody as a prize right here. You might, tell them what you will get, but you will get
soup in an envelope.
not even in plastic, but send you some soup in an envelope that's like all moist and wet still.
Right.
You can suck on it.
Co-host home cooking.
It still has some flavor to it.
Yeah.
You put that envelope in some soup. I mean, put it in some water in a bowl.
There you go.
Let it soak for a little. Let it steep.
Yeah.
Got some co-host soup there.
Steam that shit.
But yeah, man. So what I'm thinking of, doing right here is I want to have an art contest because people always find something funny within our podcast and they decide to illustrate it.
Yeah.
So if I want to have a contest where you send me your designs, you draw something that you were inspired to draw from Let's Do This. Yeah. Whatever piece of dialogue made you laugh or made you think or made you just want to draw a picture, you do it.
Oh boy.
And you send that picture in. Now don't send no bullshit because okay, now
no kindergarten drawing.
Look, all right.
I had plenty of that, all right?
Okay, listen. You know who you are, okay? Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Don't bullshit yourself. I don't care if you are 12 years old and shit.
No more severed heads. That was fun and all, but
yeah. I mean, if you sit up here, you think you're gonna draw some stick figures, and we're gonna sit up here and give you some prizes over there. You will get some soup in an envelope. Okay?
Oh no.
I mean, but we're also paying for we're thinking about the idea too. So I don't want to limit anybody. I'm just saying, you know who you are. Make sure the shit is good. Right. It better be goddamn funny, or it better be a really good picture. Mm-hmm. Because I tell you something, man. Mm-hmm. I think the way you and I think, like if we see a picture it might not be drawn that well, but if it makes us laugh,
right.
And we have another drawing here that looks great. We might consider this other picture here that looks great as all right. Hey man, I got to put a lot of work in that. We got to give that guy something. But this picture here, this
picture
funny.
has some meaning behind it.
This picture here is funny. Yeah. So yeah, don't give up. I mean,
this picture is profound.
You're inspired. Yeah. So I'm just saying,
makes me think.
I'm just saying, exactly. I'm thinking. No, I'm just saying, just stop and look at it when you're done and say, is this some bullshit I'm about to submit? Ask yourself that honestly.
Will this inspire people? Now, this contest sounded ridiculous.
Yeah. But no, if you and even then, it'll give us something to talk about. So send it anyway. But yeah, anything you feel inspired by from the podcast.
Cool.
If you hear anything in there that makes you laugh, makes
have
you
fun with it. Yeah. Hey, just remember, I guess we'll have a place where we can post them. Post them all up.
I think we'll probably. I might post them either every week or bi-weekly in this section here.
Let's do this.
And the Let's Do This. Yeah,
cool.
Just take the pictures, just find them, and just post them in there. Let people look at them and say, and that'll give another reason for people to come here.
Remember, people from all over the world will be seeing this shit. Predator, Hex, all those guys.
I love your picture. I'm going to draw a picture too.
And I guess Predator would say, "You're one ugly motherfucker."
It's funny how we can just repeat that shit. We ain't, we know we're talking. Damn, guess the computer doesn't like Predator. It just stopped. It just
when everything blew up.
We actually exploded in here. Kaboom! Because you never hear the gunshot that shoots you in the head.
No.
You never hear the explosion that blows you up.
Never.
No, you're dead.
I hope not.
Like I would know. When I was shot in the head, I never heard it, but
that shit sucked.
But I will show the pictures on the page.
Hell
and we'll choose a winner and we'll give some prizes away.
Yeah,
might
sounds
be
like
weekly.
some fun.
Yeah. We'll see how that works out.
Exactly.
But Jagar's picture I'm gonna put up on this particular one because he did Did you see the picture of him that I did hanging out with Obama and you were there with me?
No, that was great. Yeah, it's on my page. It's actually on my page right now. Yeah. Is that him right now?
Yeah, that's him calling.
Is that him calling?
Hey, heard you talking about my picture.
Hey, you guys talking about me again?
You like my picture?
Yeah. Have you seen the Leog picture he did?
No.
Fuck, dude. You need to look it up. It's incredible. Go to the Leog section. It is a bad. He does his version of Leog with the Leog members from the cover of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It's awesome. Check it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. That guy, hey, I hope we're saying his name right.
No, we're not, but who
no,
cares?
We're not. Jay, I'm going to call you Jay. Yeah,
Can I call you Jay?
You are an incredible talent, my friend, so keep it up.
All right, then. Let's see what we got here.
All right, is it time for email?
Let's go to some email. Before we go to email, we have I got some news here about something.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear about this?
About Dark Knight not getting nominated?
Man, that's some bullshit, ain't it?
I
don't
tell
want
you
to set
what,
you
dude.
off. But that's not what I was going to tell you.
I turned into Darth Vader. At the end of that fucking shitty movie Part 3 where that robots behind him start imploding. I was him. Yeah. But hey, what the fuck can you do?
I mean, at this point, everybody's talked about me.
You know what? I'll tell you what. When I mentioned to you that this past week, I've agreed on two things that Carlisle did. And one of them was talking shit about Mall Cop. The other thing was his blog about the Dark Knight and about how, it really doesn't matter because God knows when I found out the news, I was actually pissed off. I almost thought about calling you and telling you I was going to quit just because. Well, what's the point? What's the point? Well, what am I doing this for? But no. Hearing that news, it did suck. I ended up turning into Two-Face, where I was like something I loved. I had to do something about it. I was getting pissed and I wanted to attack. And I even thought about writing a blog saying, "Hey, Oscars, go fuck yourself." Anyone who was part of that voting process, they can take those Oscars and shove them up their ass and down their throat. But I had to calm down because I had to think, what would Batman do? And he wouldn't do anything.
He wouldn't kill.
He wouldn't do those things. He would just get on that fucking bat pod and just ride it off into the sunset. And everyone just talk shit about him. Everyone would talk shit about, Dark Knight doesn't deserve that. Come on, really? And those motherfuckers who say that remind me of that character in The Dark Knight, the guy who tried to out Batman. That little Weasley motherfucker.
The one that Joker killed?
The one that Joker was like, hey, I don't want this guy ruining my fun, so anybody who kills this motherfucker.
Oh, that dude. Oh.
Yeah, that guy. That Weasley guy that Bruce Wayne ended up saving. Yeah. Hearing people say, hey, The Dark Knight is not that great. I mean, come on, really. It's just a stupid summer movie. hearing that almost made me want to puke. But,
Well, man, look, I'm not
hey,
surprised.
those people have their own problems. I don't have time to deal with them.
I'm not. See, I don't even come from the point of a comic book fan,
Right.
Because
No,
normally
no,
I
you
would
can't.
say that there's a whole lot of comic book movies where I've said, well, all of them, I've said, hey, look, no, they're not worthy. But
Right.
The Dark Knight is a movie. I love that movie not because it's Batman. I don't. I look at that movie and I've said, this is somebody who not only took source material which somebody else would have taken for granted and made a flimsy film,
Right.
or just a regular popcorn flick.
And somebody has made those films.
Yeah.
It was called Batman
and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin.
And Batman Forever.
Exactly.
But this is a guy who took it and made it something that was not only something that could be taken seriously, but
Right.
this could have been any movie. And the craftsmanship that he put into that film is Oscar worthy. It is awards worthy. It deserves accolades for that. It is a good story. The filmmaking that went into it is phenomenal. The direction that this guy took in this movie. I mean, let's not only take the technical side of it, because you look at the movie, technically it's incredible. I mean, the miniatures that they used to do things with, the stunts that they did, the CG work blending in with the cinematography. It's not only just that; it's the subtlety of the movie too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that script is a strong script. Yeah. I mean, it has plot holes. I know that.
And I tell you what, though. I mean, and whatever plot holes are, they're very few. I mean, you really have to nitpick, because I tell you, I saw the movie this past weekend at the IMAX.
Oh, you did?
I saw it at the IMAX, and it was a packed fucking house. I mean, that movie, every note it hit, and that movie flies by. Every note it hits well. And that movie flies by so goddamn quick for a 3-hour movie or however long it was. You don't even care.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the people, there are a lot of people there who still hadn't seen it until that night, but it was just as enthralling as seeing it for the first time. I mean, and I tell you what, though, what I love about that movie is not so much, I mean, okay, I think it's the perfect cinematography, the perfect editing, as far as juggling all those storylines together. They do a masterful job with that.
But yeah, they do.
But the thing I admire most about the movie is the psychology of every character.
Well, that's
film.
exactly what I was about to say. You took that, because I was going to move on to say that there's a lot of grand spectacle in that movie, but there's a lot of subtlety.
Oh yes.
I mean, there's things that are said without a bit of dialogue, and you don't catch those things until you see that movie a second time. Sometimes, or maybe you do the first time around and you appreciate it.
You're right.
There's a lot that they could have done in this movie under the hands of a lesser director. They never would have tried to put those subtleties in there with characters. And I'm not even talking about with our main characters. I mean, it does happen with people like Bruce Wayne and Batman and Harvey Dent. I mean, but there's side characters in there.
You can even say like Commissioner Gordon's wife. I mean, the shit she's going through. I mean, when she finds out,
there's a scene when there's something going on. Characters are being swept away into danger, and we don't realize that yet.
Right.
However, if you pay attention, there are minor characters in this movie that you don't even you probably wouldn't give a shit about.
Yeah, you wouldn't care. Yeah, you wouldn't think about it.
But they give little facial hints and clues as to something is about to happen.
Like the two cops.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you look at that and you think, that is a great storyteller that knows to do something as subtle as that.
And the thing is, you have to see it again to really appreciate. I mean, that's what I love. Every time I watch that movie, I see something new that I never saw before. Every time, and that's just you're right. It's masterful storytelling. I definitely think anyone saying that this movie doesn't matter, it's just going to be another. No, it's wrong. I mean, I honestly see. As far as going to a film school, somebody showing this film to a class of film students, going, look at what this person did, even with the characters that were just, you can call them extras if you want.
Yeah.
Look at how important even their small roles were as far as developing and helping that story go through, as far as a beginning, middle, and end.
And look how every scene, there is not a scene in this movie that ends awkward. Either they dissolve into or transcend or cut to another scene. in a way that it adds to the beginning of that next scene.
Right.
It flows, I guess is where I'm looking for lack of a better word. It flows into another scene, which further tells a story, or it's a scene within itself, and it wraps up. And and by that definition, that scene is a story within itself.
Right.
A good example of that is when the Joker goes in to kill the mob boss, Michael J. White, the one that's threatened him.
Yeah.
And he goes in, he tells a story, you get a sense of what he's about, you get a sense of how ruthless he is, and that scene ends. And they just told a story
Right.
to you right there
Exactly.
within 3 minutes.
That could have been a Joker short film.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That could have been a short, that's a very short story told within a grander story.
Right.
So, look, I mean, what I'm telling you right here doesn't convince you already, then you don't know. You don't fucking know movies.
Yeah,
you don't.
exactly. Yeah,
you know?
I mean, yeah, it's like you know,
are somebody who's resistant just because you've been trained to say it's a comic book character. I have to close my mind off to that,
Right.
And I hate when people do that because, like I said, I'll be the first to tell you, a lot of comic book movies are full of shit, and people make bigger, they make bigger deals out of them than they should. Yeah. But this right here, no, this is a great fucking movie.
Yeah, it is, and that movie will stand the test of time. It'll stand the test of time as far as those people who the naysayers who say that it doesn't deserve. That film will last longer than their gripes.
But
I mean, it's
in the close. I mean, I'll finish my point here, and I'll finish talking about this whole thing. But I want to tell you, like, there's scenes in this movie that matter that aren't even Batman scenes.
No,
and they close those scenes, and they're beautiful scenes. That scene where Batman decides to give up, and he says, "I'm going to stop being Batman," and he's talking to Alfred, played by Michael Caine. There's not anything, there's not a bit of spectacle in that scene. There's nothing great going on. What is great, though, I mean, visually, there's nothing except maybe good cinematography.
right.
But what is great is that piece of dialogue between those two characters. And the scene ends with them walking away in a far shot, and they end with a great line, which is Batman or Bruce Wayne or whatever, telling Alfred, he's like, he's like, I'm going to tell everybody this was your idea.
Yeah, this is your idea.
And it kind of fades out. And it's not just a fade. The lights are cutting off into place. And it technically and dialogue-wise, it's a great scene.
No, it is, yeah.
If you don't fucking hear what I'm telling you right now, you do not deserve to look at movies,
exactly.
okay?
Amen, Corey. Amen
Shit,
to that.
you might as well just take fucking 2 chopsticks and poke your eyes out.
Exactly.
Because you know what the fuck you were doing.
Exactly. You know, it's a funny thing. I've heard 2 people say this. It's like 2 gripes as far as that movie is concerned. Is I was shocked. It's like, you know, the one thing I didn't get is why in the hell did Joker burn all that money? That made no sense to me. Why?
Oh my God.
That was the dumbest thing in the movie. That made no sense. You know, hearing that and hearing, of course, the ending. I don't get it. Why does Batman? Why does he just take off and he says he killed those people and how's that a good ending?
God damn!
And you're just like, obviously you just don't know people and how the world works.
I was about to just stop and explain this.
You know?
I mean, look, if you're one of those dumb people asking this question, one, the Joker, he's insane. He's about, his whole idea is to go out and just cause trouble.
Exactly.
He doesn't care about money.
And he says it in the goddamn movie, which doesn't make any sense.
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. And his message is to prove how fucked up humanity is because for some reason, he's messed up. And he wants to prove to the world that people are just as screwed up and crazy as he is if you put them under the right circumstances. And he doesn't, and to prove it, he says,
and the rest of you idiots are bound by money. I'm not.
Exactly.
I care.
That's his way
less.
of saying, I'm better than you are.
I am. That does mean, it means nothing to me. I have no weakness.
And you
unlike you.
And you know something? The Joker is a character in this movie. The Joker is a character that had me thinking. I mean, because they don't give you everything about that guy. They give you enough to understand what his intentions are, which is again chaos. But what I was thinking was, now here's a character who he has a lot of conflicting actions in this movie, which make you wonder, in this interpretation, what is going on with this guy?
Yeah.
Because there are some scenes where he it seems like he wants to die.
Oh yeah. Oh,
when he's
especially at the end.
Yeah, when he's in the middle of the
looking
street and he says he wants Batman to run over him in his bike, and he doesn't do it because he stands his ground and he says, "Hit me."
Yeah.
And then there's that scene in the hospital where Harvey Dent puts the gun up to. He has Harvey Dent put the gun up to his head. And he says, "You know, let's now we're talking. Let's see what happens. Let's put it all out there." Now it could be either one of two things: is this character someone who really just is that crazy that he just loves to put things up to chance, that he's willing to sacrifice his life for it? Does he believe in chance and chaos that much? Or is he someone who is seriously depressed, seriously deranged to the point of suicide, but he cannot take his own life, so therefore he goes out, takes his unhappiness out in the world, and wants to put himself in circumstances. Maybe he wants to cause enough chaos out there to bring the world against him, so the world will kill him. Right. I mean, this sounds crazy what I'm saying, but
he's, you know what the thing is, he presents himself as being completely fearless. As far as he's ready, I mean,
All right, that's the thing. Is he fearless?
He almost becomes almost like a god. He could care nothing. There may be something in the back of him. It's like, if something happens to me, that's great. But you know what? There's something big. The character makes you feel like there's something bigger about him.
Or is he
just because the fact that maybe he's finally met his equal? Because I love, towards the end, he's like, I have a feeling that you and I will be doing this for a very long time, and which hearing that, it sums up. That almost could be a prelude to every comic book about Batman ever written.
Yeah, and they summed it up right there.
This is an ongoing thing. This is between two guys that cannot ever die. I mean, you can even bring it to that level, but it makes you think. We can have this conversation for hours, and that's what I love about that movie.
You can have a thesis about that character.
Yeah, we can have a thesis about the Joker, Batman, and even fucking Harvey Dent. As tragic as he is, I mean, honestly, I think there was a lot of people who were pissed off about that Dark Knight wasn't nominated. Had a little bit of Harvey Dent in him as far as comedy and going, fuck the Oscars. I was one of those guys. I'm definitely one of those guys where, you're just like, you feel like, you have something that means a lot to you and somebody shits on it. You're going to go out of your way to prove them wrong, even by getting upset and going nuts and almost crossing that line.
Okay, I didn't go that far.
As far as at least for me, as far as I'm ready to punch out somebody who tells me Batman isn't that fucking great of a movie. I'm ready to inflict pain on that motherfucker and hurt them. Where Batman would come to me and go, "What are you doing, Coz?"
Am I going to have to go after you? Am I going to have to be the Batman to your Harvey Dent?
You probably are. You can't give up, Corey. You can't give in.
You can't show these people that you're as low as the Academy wants you to be.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wrestler.
And let me tell you something else, brother.
I know.
I'm going to take the Academy and I'm going to put it down on his head. I'm going to say, fuck you.
And here we have Hulk Hogan giving us.
No, yeah.
Yes, exactly. See, Corey, I think I'm Harvey Dent. I think I may be Harvey Dent, but I really want to be Batman.
No, you're no Batman. You're going to be the one who had noble intentions and you went crazy.
No, I'd have to kill everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you have no legs.
The Joker chose me.
Well, all right.
Enough of that. Yes. Well, hey, the movie will last long. If you feel on watching, I don't feel like watching the Oscars because you know what?
I have to watch the Oscars.
I know.
And you know something?
I feel bad.
And we might be doing a live broadcast, so you might have to watch it too. So.
I know. I feel like shit because I was about to go. You know what? I'm protesting that, and I will not fucking watch those fucking Oscars unless I want to be like Batman. Batman probably wouldn't give a shit.
But let me tell you something, man. We're about to move on. I know we've been moving on for the last 20 minutes.
I know.
Let me tell you something here.
You guys don't know. We're going to have the debate continues.
The saga continues.
Dark Knight wasn't that good.
Let me tell you something, man. There's been so many years that I gave up on the Academy 15 years ago, man. I mean, really, it's been so many movies that I said,
I haven't seen the last. The last time I saw it was the Titanic one.
Yeah, man. Look, I only do it because I have to. I mean, I've been doing that other show for so many years. I had to watch the Academy Awards. If I really didn't have to, I don't think I would. I really don't. I mean, and the thing is, I don't even mind watching. It doesn't bother me because I know what the Academy is about. Yeah. It's kind of like my Paul Blart discussion with you.
Right,
that movie is just it doesn't matter enough for me to hate it.
Right.
And this movie, the
you
Academy
should. Yeah,
Awards,
that's
it's just
true.
kind of like I never expected them to have a Batman nominated. I thought, hey, you know what? This might be the year they surprise me, but if they don't, I'm not surprised. So let's go move on.
I was conflicting myself about watching it because I mean I would love hanging out with you guys, but I mean like I said the awards they really don't mean shit to me. I mean if I do see them with you guys, it's only because I want to have a good time hanging out.
Yeah,
with you guys.
look, and if it's a
I
live
could
broadcast,
give 2 fucks
it
who
could,
wins
it could be
what.
fun.
I
Yeah,
mean, it doesn't change my fucking world.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and
Email time.
Email time.
It's been a
is
while.
here.
It's been a while since we had the
Email
Let's
time.
Do This email time.
I have a. I think I
Dear
might-
Corey, does Batman carry condoms in his utility belt?
I think I'm. What? Hey man, I think I might have some. Email music.
Oh,
Last
really?
week when I was staying with Joel,
Oh shit.
we found this music that
Yeah. Joel, my old partner.
man, we found this music, and I'm going to re-record it.
Yeah.
But we found this music from this guy that we used to work with.
No shit.
I'll probably get in trouble for playing this,
Oh no.
but this dude,
Fuck it. Let's get in
fuck
trouble.
it. Okay, check it out. I heard this dude went off and camped out for like a month, like went to a cabin or something in the woods and camped out for a month to make some music for a game or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one. Now you're gonna be amazed by this. Seriously, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not joking. No, I'm not joking. I'll do a disservice by trying to re-record it.
All right.
But this guy went off for a month and made some pretty incredible fucking music, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't do it with a whole lot of resources. Let's take a listen real quick.
I'm a listening.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
Big booty bitches. Big
Let
booty
me take my
bitches.
headphones off.
Is that what? Oh my god.
Rock! Rock!
How funny a song about rocking, and there's obviously no rocking and rolling going on. It's more like an R&B song about rock and roll. rock and roll. Whoa.
Okay, granted, somebody else put the music to it after they found his vocals.
Okay.
They found his vocals. It was it was almost like they went out. It was like the Blair Witch Project. Like they found a tape, and on
Found
the tape,
tapes and they were like putting that shit together.
and on the tape was rock, rock, rocking and rolling. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna rock. I told Joe so we can be legal. I'm gonna I'm gonna go and re-record this and use it somewhere in our podcast as a theme song. With that music.
Nice.
It's like he's singing about rock and roll, but it's got a techno beat to it.
It has techno beat and it sounds like an R&B song for some reason. Rock and roll.
Girl, I'm gonna rock you.
Rock.
I'm gonna rock with you.
Oh, no. Stop.
Rock! I love the part where it's like, rock!
That shit is coming straight from his soul.
From his ass. Rock! All right. All right, so our first email here is from Leo, and Leo spells his name Lio. I'm suffering over here. But he says, hey, Corey. He says, I've got a few ideas, reminders for the T-shirts. And he says, here's some of his slogans for T-shirts that we can draw pictures to or something.
Big bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, these are good ideas too. Yes. One is, I'm a goat and I eat my own milk. That will not go away, man. Why is that fucking around, man?
I don't know. I'm shocked it's still around. And I don't know how that happened.
How did that get started? I don't even remember how that started anymore.
Came out of my mouth.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
it was one of the suggestions for a show name. That's
what it was. We were talking about goats or something, and you said,
"Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about."
You said, "Yeah, man, a goat."
Half of this shit I don't even remember.
Yeah, you said something to like, "Man, yeah, goat eating his own milk" or something like that. And then somebody made the suggestion for the title of the show be, "I'm a goat and I eat my own milk."
I know. I don't know
And
where
now-
this. I don't know where this shit comes from. Yeah,
But it won't go
I
away.
think I got a virus or something.
I keep saying that's the alternate name to this show. It's Let's Do This, a.k.a. I'm a goat and I eat my own milk.
Well, as long as the kids are loving it.
Okay, here's one. Get to the chopper.
To the chopper. Oh,
That's
boy.
another T-shirt design. Another one is Holy Jesus. That's your a camel toe design. No, I ain't having it.
that I would love.
Another one that says I'd survive disaster movie, and of course,
Okay.
good shit beer.
Good shit. Good shit.
I thought about that one seriously.
Good shit beer?
Yeah.
All right. As long as we got the bum with the no teeth.
I will find a picture
We
of a
will.
bum.
Don't worry.
I was thinking about finding a picture of a bum, paying him some money, and saying, "Can we use his rights?" And
I'll contact Rick, the guys who go and record the Night of the Living
your,
Bums.
your friend who exploits the homeless.
Yes, we'll get one of his buddies to take a picture.
All right.
He'll sing to us, "Don't be afraid of the dark." He'll sing us some Iron Maiden songs.
Okay. We have an email here from Chase.
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 Okay, is this if this is the Chase I'm thinking of, he
Chase
finally
has a-
got his email. in.
Okay, Chase, you're on then.
All right, there you go, Chase.
Chase says, hopefully that title got your attention. My question, his title for this is, question for Let's Do This, question for Let's Do This. No, that's not what got my attention, so you failed. My question is, we have been told the origin of Spill.com countless times, but where did the name Spill come from? That's good.
Yeah, Corey, this is more in your.
Okay, yeah,
Ballpark.
all right. Not a bad question. Oh, when we started Spill, we were trying to think of a name, and my whole thing was, do not have something that says movie this,
Right.
real that, like REEL.
Movie reviews.
Yeah, big something reviews, blah, blah, blah reviews, Newzoo reviews. I said, look, let's find something that's not even movie related. Let's
Yeah.
just find something that's just a word out of nowhere.
Right.
And the president of the company at the time, a guy named Seb, called me up and he said, Corey, what do you think about Spill? I was saying, well, first of all, I like it. But then I said, why Spill? And he said, because that is available. And
I guess the one I was fighting for, jizz.com, that was
no, that wasn't around. I don't think that would have been good. We would have had a huge gay membership. And Spill.com before it was equipment and products for oil spills. Like if oil polluted areas or something. Like
Yeah.
like if you had an oil
do
slick
cleanup
that-
work?
yeah, they clean up, something like that. The reason why I'm rambling right now is because I don't know if it was for huge oil spills that happen on the ocean or if it was like you had an oil slick in your driveway and you need to clean that up. I just went there real quick and I think it was a site for major oil spills. So whatever happened with that, they closed their site, and Seb said, I think we should get it. And he said, and I said, well, you know what? That makes sense too, because I don't know if you thought of this, but if you really want to push it, I hope people don't think this, but if you really want to push it, it could be like, okay, yeah, we spill the beans on stuff. We spill the info.
Oh, yeah.
or
When you mentioned that name to me, that's the first thing. I mean, first of all, I was like, that's what I thought of, spill the beans as far as movies and stuff. But I was like, you know what? That name just rolls off your tongue. That's like, it's easy to say. It's easy to remember. I mean, for crying out loud, I definitely think we got real lucky with that name. So
yeah, no, we
And
did.
I like it.
Yeah, it was funny. I think Leon hated the name at first. Leon would think about
What does he know?
Well, Leon would think about something. I got to give it to him because he's a well thought out guy. Don't get me
Right.
wrong; he's one of the smartest guys I know. But that motherfucker would think of something for 2 weeks if you let him do it. I said, "Man, we got it." I said, "This is it." I
He's
think
no decision maker.
Yeah, I think him and Carlisle got mad at me.
He's
'cause
the guy. He's the guy at the goddamn McDonald's. Goes, maybe I'll have a. No, how about no, not that. Oh, no. How are the? Well, maybe
Will you
I.
get your goddamn
goddamn ass.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
He's good. I mean, he has the right ideas. Like, yeah,
Right.
you should think some things out. But I mean, he was mad at first when he got that. He was like, he didn't like. I don't think he was.
You.
I don't think. Okay, he wasn't mad, but I think he's like,
Spill up your ass.
oh, whatever, man. You know,
Yeah,
him and Carlisle, I don't think they were too keen about it. Cyrus, he got it right the base. Like, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
I was like. So I was like, all right, look, we got to go with this. I ain't got time to think about it. We got to
Spill.
go with it.
I
So,
said,
Spill.
hey,
So-
that's it.
and it's a good name. It's a one word. Look, it's one word. That was the most important thing to me because
Yeah.
I did say this. I said, whatever we have, if we can narrow it down to one word,
Yeah.
and
Spill.com. Just say it. Spill.com.
There you go.
It makes too much sense.
In fact, I was jealous because I was like, wow, I wish I had found that. I said, way to go, man.
Right.
Yeah, but I didn't. I just protested a lot of things. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
One of the things that probably would have worked.
What was the worst? What was the worst?
The worst was probably something that would have worked the best as far as just
Yeah.
on search engines.
Yeah.
To me, was Trailer Trash.
Nah.
I said, look, I conceded because I said
Trailer trash?
trailer trash, as in movie trailers.
Movie trailers.
But
yeah.
I've heard that name used so many times for things.
Yeah.
And I said if it helps the search engines, I'm gonna get voted down on it anyway.
Yeah.
So I will concede with it. But honestly,
wanna be proud of
I told him, I said it works the best as far as getting hits, but I think it's the worst name.
Right.
And that was the one that stuck out to me, and I said I hate it.
No.
I said I hate this fucking
No,
name.
I don't buy. Hey, I would have backed you. I said, man, fuck this name.
Well, there was another one. No, the worst name I think was. Well, I don't even want to get into it because it makes me look stupid. Somebody thought of a name that centered on a feature of mine that I had, and I was like, No.
Cinema.com.
But man, people do that all the time.
Yeah.
They movie this, movie that.
Blockbuster.com.
I hate that. All right. So let's move on to the next one
Yes.
here. Let's see. I'm just gonna read this. I don't know if this is a question or not.
I'm still down for jizz.com in case we get sued or something.
Well, if this one goes down, then we know we can fall back on.
Yes.
No, this is not a
It's not good.
question here. No, it's just a statement. It's not. It's actually good. It's not. It's just a statement. Okay, 2 questions for you and co-host on Let's Do This.
Oh,
Should we do both of them? I mean, people taking advantage doing both. I mean,
better get
sneaking
ready.
2 questions in there.
I know those bastards. All right, I'm ready.
I've answered this before, man, but I'll answer it again. I'll answer
All
it
right.
quick. The first one is, what are some of your all-time favorite soundtracks? I'll tell you real quick. The Crow is one of my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No shit.
Yeah, I think that's because, and I'll tell you why. I think that's a soundtrack that you get soundtracks that randomly throw in songs,
Right.
and sometimes they don't even have anything to do with the movie. But every song on the original Crow soundtrack fit the mood of the movie, and it told the story. Now, whether they meant to do that or not, maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Yeah.
But I thought the whole thing, you can listen to the song and hear it progress, and then watch that movie and kind of. In fact, I was disappointed how they used the songs in the movie because
Yeah.
I had the soundtrack before the movie came out, just by listening to it. And when I listened to it, and I was sampling it, I was like, I feel like I get the whole meaning behind this movie just by listening to this soundtrack. So that's one of my favorites.
That's a good one. Shit. Okay, as far as soundtracks go, I have Train Spotting in my head for some reason.
That's a good one.
I know it's one for a while. I was listening to that a lot, but damn. Okay, I'll just go with Train Spotting. That's all I can think of right now.
There's some
Okay, fuck. Damn, that's a really good question. That or it's funny you said The Crow because I used to listen to the Crow soundtrack a lot too.
So I just stole your answer.
You did. The
The Crow 2 soundtrack is also really good.
Crow 2, yes. As much as I mean, the movie at the time I saw it, I was like, it's all right. But the more I watch it, the more I hate it. But no, the soundtrack is still kick-ass. Oh, you know what? Another soundtrack to a bad movie, the Spawn soundtrack.
I got that, and that's a great soundtrack.
I loved that soundtrack. Even though the movie wasn't great.
A lot of those bands you don't even.
A lot of they're
not even
it was
around
a collaboration
anymore.
of different bands. Yeah.
It was a collaboration between hard rock and metal bands,
Hard rock,
and techno
type
electronic people at the time.
like
DJs.
Filter and oh fuck. It was on the tip of my. I was just about to say it.
Chemical Brothers.
No.
Who's the other one? Crystal Method.
Crystal Method. Yes.
Yeah.
Crystal Method. Yeah. Filter and Crystal Method. Yeah.
Saw the
Shit.
Crystal Method not too
I'll
long
put
ago.
that on my page. Shit.
Yeah, put that on.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I had that soundtrack. I've been thinking about putting it on my iPod.
Yeah.
I was telling you, I saw the Crystal Method not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was
There's so many.
There's a
cool
lot
fucking
of
names.
hip hop soundtracks from movies that are underrated. Two of them are Menace to Society soundtrack, and the soundtrack to Trespass was actually really good.
Run Lola Run.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I was listening to that for a while.
People gonna laugh at me, but for a while I was listening to the soundtrack because I love the movie so much. The soundtrack to Aladdin. It's just
I'm laughing at you.
it was some good songs in there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I liked
my
it.
God.
See, I haven't bought soundtracks in years.
It's
since,
been a while, yeah.
Since,
I mean,
everything's been to
there's the
iTunes.
obvious. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
iTunes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
iTunes
there's
is
the
fine.
obvious, like the Pulp Fiction. Like I think Pulp Fiction kind of popularized
that.
soundtracks for a while, but.
Oh man,
shit.
what movie have I seen recently that I thought had a good soundtrack? Because recently I've just been ordering songs a la carte
Yeah.
on off of iTunes, and some of those songs have been on soundtracks.
I end up, if I hear one song, I'll end up buying a soundtrack. Irreversible, even though that's a fucked up movie.
That's kind of a score, though,
the
isn't
score,
it?
yeah, the score. No, that's true, but it's music. I don't. It's made by Daft Punk. Yeah, that probably wouldn't even count, but I'll say 28 Days Later too. Even though there's like 2 songs on there, but the music was actually, I want to say it was orchestrated by one of the guys from a band called Godspeed You Black Emperor. So
Yeah.
I think I think I'm right on that one, but that's also a favorite. But yeah, as far as like official soundtracks, yeah, that's Crow's a classic.
The
And,
Crow is the one that comes up to me because, like I
it
said,
is.
a lot of soundtracks just don't have. They just throw stuff in there to promote an artist,
Right.
And that's why I don't like soundtracks too much today. But the Crow
Yeah,
is
today,
actually one
no,
that was just
but
like,
yeah.
I was like, wow, that
Crow,
that really,
Train Spotting, and yeah,
All right, let's see.
could even say Lock, Stock, Smoking Barrels. Oh,
That was a great one.
that
Yeah.
was a great one. Yes.
All right, you don't get your second question asked
Okay.
because we already spent up time on that.
Who would you bang? Everyone.
All right, let's see. I have a feeling we're going to skip this one because we might have just beat this one to death already. Sam S. says,
Okay.
everyone was blown away by Heath Ledger's performance in Dark Knight, but some people were like, meh, when they heard that he was going to be the Joker. What are some castings? This is a good one. What are some castings in certain movies that made you kind of lukewarm or even think, what the fuck, at first, but then you saw the actor's performance in the movie and you thought, damn, they're good.
Yeah.
Okay, you just mentioned a movie not too long ago, and that is John Travolta. When I first heard about, everybody laughed at John Travolta when they heard that he was going to be in Pulp Fiction. They're like,
Fiction, yeah.
"What?" And
Right.
then he was in there, and everybody was like, "Wow,
yeah.
he made a comeback, man." But who else am I thinking of? I mean,
That is a good question.
I'm
As far
sure-
as like,
I'm sure Will Smith has been in something where I thought, like, wow, that's Will Smith, but then he ended up being good.
I thought, well, as much as I protested him being an I Am Legend, when I saw it, I thought he was okay. He didn't blow me away, but I thought he was going to be a lot worse than he actually.
What movie have I seen where I was like, wow, that
I
was
know.
incredible?
Yeesh.
I don't know, man. I mean,
You know what? I'll say Frank Langella in Frost Nixon. When I saw him, I was like, Frank Langella? That's the guy who played Skeletor. And number one, he did not. Okay. Number one, he did not look. When I saw the trailer, I was like, wow, they got Frank Langella for that. Because it's like, number one, he does not look like President. Well, he doesn't look like Nixon at all. And when I saw the movie, which I did see, it was incredible.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I love that movie.
It's a great. I love it too. I was like, wow, watching that movie, he actually turned into.
Yes, he
Nixon,
did.
watching that movie.
He didn't have to look like him. He encompassed him.
And I don't know what I was like. Is my head playing tricks on me? Because there are some scenes where you look at him, and all of a sudden, like halfway through the movie, you're like, "That is fucking Nixon." I mean, wow, it's crazy. It's like he's embodying that character, and I never thought for a second it was Frank Langella. after watching that. So
Well, okay. Oh, I got one for you. When I heard that Jim Carrey was going to be in the Spotless Sunshine of the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I thought Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
This guy's starting to get on my nerves. And then he was in the movie, and I was like, he's really incredible in this film.
Yeah.
And so that performance blew me away.
That was his last performance where I thought, I'm with you on that one.
Well,
yeah.
I actually saw him in The Majestic, and I thought this movie is not going to be one that's going to carry him over into dramatic roles like he wants to be.
Right.
But I thought he was really good in the movie. I thought he did well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure there's more that I can think of as time goes on, but right now I can't really.
I know. I bet you after this we'll
know
who?
Yeah, just be all kind of shit coming up. But yeah, so
that's all I can think of.
But that's good enough. I mean, we gave a couple answers there, so
right. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Maybe later on.
Because there's a lot of people.
Good question. Great question.
That is a great question.
I'm going to be thinking about that one all night.
There's a lot of movies where the people have been cast as something that I thought, wow, that'd be great, and then they end up fucking.
You know what? Now I will say this. I know a lot of people hate this, but to be honest, the one that really shocked me the most was Michael Keaton being cast as Batman. Because when I saw it, I was like, Mr. Mom is Batman, really? But when he had the costume on, and he had, he did the Batman voice and everything, I did think, oh shit, yeah, that's Batman. I kind of think that he carried on that just that kind of Batman voice throughout the series, as far as like people almost trying to be him. I mean, I'm not going to say, by no means do I mean that he's the best Batman, but when he is Batman, I mean, there's not a second when I cringe when I watch him as Batman. When I see him as Bruce Wayne, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is Mr. Mom doing in this movie? But I will give the guy some credit for, that Batman was a phenomenon when it came out. And I will give the guy credit for at least, doing his Batman thing. But, I mean, for me, Christian Bale will be the Batman I read in the comic books. The reason why I like Batman. That will always be my Batman. But I will say I will give some credit to Michael Keaton.
Well, that's one where I think he did okay, but I was still never convinced. I never liked Michael Keaton in that role.
See, because I preferred Michael Keaton, to be honest, more than I did Val Kilmer or even fucking George Clooney.
Well, everybody preferred somebody over George Clooney just because George Clooney was in that movie.
Yeah, which is George Clooney is a great actor.
Yeah, he is.
But it's like he was still playing his ER character while he was doing his Batman thing.
Right, you're right.
With fucking shaking the head and everything.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Here's a statement. No, it's a question. Okay. It's from Witch King. He says, "Are there going to be T-shirts with the crew in their action poses? Carlisle with his sword, Leon with his lightsaber, etc. If so, I'll save my money for those. What would be really cool is a T-shirt with all four of those, like forming a square with co-host in the center. I'll buy 6 of those. Well, shit, I'm making them right now. Then if you're gonna buy 6 of those,
me in the center. Wowee!
There's a lot of stuff I will know." Things like this, like the question by the middle of next month, maybe a little sooner. I don't know, but I think that's a great idea, and I would
get us all in a Star Wars pose, the original Star Wars when it was good. No, I trust you guys. I keep out of that. I'll let the artists do what they need to do. Just make me look badass. Put me next to a naked titty girl.
Brad Holt. No. That would be me. No. Let's see. It's from Brad Holt, who says, "What do you and co-hosts think about Rob Zombie making a sequel to his version of Halloween? Personally, I won't see it because I hated the remake with a passion. Co-host made a good blog about the problem with the Halloween remake that I agree with 100%.
Wow.
He says that what they did to Michael Myers is what they did to George Lucas. It's what George Lucas did to Darth Vader. Plus, I hated the fact that they did shot-for-shot scenes from the original in the remake and laughed at the stupid concept of Mike Myers loving to do arts and crafts by making kindergarten-looking masks in his spare time. Sorry for the rant. Also, co-host, any thoughts about the Halloween? Well, you just asked this.
Halloween
what the fuck
remake. No. I understand. Hey, good. That was a good question.
No,
that was an excellent question. As far as my thoughts on that, I have to admit, I I don't have anything against Rob Zombie. I know everyone hey, I have a lot of Rob Zombie albums, but I wasn't crazy about House of a Thousand Corpses. I thought that movie was awful, but I was impressed by Devil's Rejects. So when I saw Devil's Rejects and I heard he was doing the next Michael Myers movie, I gave it a chance. I love Halloween. Regardless of what anybody ever has to say, Halloween created the slasher genre. I'm sorry, it did. Friday the 13th, there would be no Friday the 13th. There would be no Freddy Krueger. There would be none of that.
What about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, my man?
Now, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that is a different deal because that was inspired by a true story. But, okay, those two are definitely those two are the how can I say this? The godfathers of the goddamn slasher genre. But, there are a lot of movies, you say Sleepaway Camp, a lot of movies that stole the premise of basically the point of view from the killer that Halloween established. Saying that, when I watched Rob Zombie's Halloween, I wanted to love it, but they ran into the problem I had with Star Wars, which was explaining why Darth Vader is how he is, and they didn't do a very good job of that. They made him Darth Vader. They basically realized he's a whining bitch, and who is constantly complaining.
So
about
what you
shit.
think is they just explain too much in Halloween?
They do, yeah, and that was the problem. They explained too much. There's too much shit going on. All the mysteries of why he's evil was shown to you, and it wasn't interesting. And in Halloween, they made Michael Myers look like a kid who became evil because his fucking sister didn't take him out to go trick or treating.
We're gonna move on to the next question here, but you're right.
But,
I mean, their attempts to separate themselves from the original was to explain too much.
Yeah, they gave an origin story that didn't need to be there. The cool thing about Michael Myers is in the original film, when you saw him kill his sister, and then you saw him outside, when they tore that mask, when his parents tore the mask off his face, he looked like he was in another world.
Yeah.
He was insane. And that's all you needed to know. And that's what made him creepy.
A lot of that mystery, I mean, a lot of things we build up in our head. Legends, the most disturbing things, the most legendary things, the funniest things are stuff that's left to us to fill in with the blanks.
Exactly.
The blanks with. I mean, I keep telling people some of the biggest secrets to comedy is, at least visual comedy, are things that you can't explain. You see somebody doing something crazy in a movie, and you're like, well, why were they doing that? But you're just laughing anyway. I mean, it's like that old guy in Disaster movie that we saw. It's just like, you remember that old guy that was playing one of the zombies?
Yeah. Just shuffling around.
We like, where they get that old man from?
Right.
And it wasn't even anything that was meant to be seen in the movie, but we were laughing at him. But the same thing goes for horror, man. I mean, even more so. It's like if you were left to pull in, it's an old trick. I mean, I'm not telling you anything that you or probably a million other people don't know. But if you leave it up to your imagination, it's a lot more frightening. It's a lot more gruesome. It's a lot more whatever.
And I'm sorry if I feel like I'm rambling, but no, that's one thing I really stress about as far as anyone writing a story about a character, a character like Michael Myers. I mean, please let the audience build up their own stories, because usually that's the best way, because the audience can fixate on what they think is cool about the character, and they'll always have that room to imagine, why the character is how they are. And once you explain that, it's almost like explaining that Jedis have midi-chlorians.
Exactly.
It's not cool anymore.
Damn.
You can't relate to it. You can't say, "Oh, I can be that person." No, I'm sorry. It's you basically, you close that door. Now as far as what I think about, we'll get to the fucking point here. As far as what I think about Rob Zombie, I wasn't a fan of his last movie by any means, but I'll see it. I'll see it just to see what he has planned for the next one.
Man,
out of morbid curiosity, because I tell you what, I thought the last movie, the first part was a pointless origin story with Michael Myers. It didn't make him interesting. It didn't make him scary anymore. The second part was almost like a Halloween for Dummies, where they went through the first John Carpenter movie. They showed you all the main points. And, at the end of the movie, you felt like, okay, well, at least for me, I felt like, well, you know what? It really didn't show me anything new.
Yeah.
It didn't make this character any more interesting or cooler. I mean, I could have seen this in the last remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I always feel like Rob Zombie, he just, fucking let the guy just do fucking his version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because every movie I see, usually it's like if he had the opportunity to remake that fucking movie, because that's what all his films to this point have felt like.
So the Devil's Rejects.
Exactly.
Felt like.
It all felt like a long, continuous, fucking jerk off, passion to his a homage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, you never know. I mean, like I think you and I both agree we weren't crazy about House of a Thousand Corpses, but the sequel, The Devil's Rejects, is actually, I thought was pretty.
No, I love it. Yeah. I had a good time.
All right.
But,
Here's a question from Tom Green, who's a girl, by the way.
Tom Green?
Yeah, Tom Green.
Tom Green?
No, not that asshole.
What the hell happened to that guy?
Yeah, what did happen
He's
to
a
that
Spill
guy?
member now. Yeah, that's what happened to him.
I'm gonna kick him off. I've never kicked anybody off. I'm gonna kick Tom Green off. But let's see. No, this Tom Green is a female, and she says, "I'm making this really short." The question.
Yeah.
What do you think about the video game movie Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, set for release in 2010 and starring Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh boy.
Do you think Jake is perfect for the role of Dostin, or is he too mature? Now, this is how they wrote it. I don't know what they're trying to say. Or is he too mature, have appeared in movies like Rendition? Okay, I know what the last part means.
Is he too mature for the film?
Are you too mature? Have you seen pictures of Jake Gyllenhaal?
I have seen pictures
as the character from Prince of Persia?
I've seen pictures. I think
Look,
I did a blog about it like
that
a year
was
ago.
You,
but,
yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I've never played the game. I'm not invested in it. I don't think about it, and it's nothing I'm dying to see. So
and that's it. So there you go. I saw a picture from that. I haven't really played any of those games extensively. I played them in small little bits, and I'm not the biggest fans of those games. I like them, but there was something else caught my attention at the time. But look, he looks. If you look, we saw one picture. He
worked out.
Yeah, he worked out. He's buff. He looked like he could. He looks like the guy from the game. I mean, at least from the games that have become more realistic, because it started out pretty cartoony, that series, and then the character became a little more realistic. I mean, I haven't seen enough to know. I'm not one who judges something because I'm not interested or I don't like certain things about it. When the movie comes out, we'll know.
When we see a trailer,
exactly.
We'll know.
More than
I'm surprised. Like I said, I felt like I wrote that thing like a year. I mean,
and there's nothing out there yet,
and I haven't seen or heard anything about it.
The only thing that I heard for a little while that there was a backlash from people, from Arabic people, who really felt like they should have picked someone of Arabic origin.
Yeah, who is Persian.
Something like and I was like, well, I could see that argument. But I know they're going to cast somebody who has some name.
It's a Hollywood fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a Hollywood movie. Outside of that little detail there of them not picking someone of the correct origin, I think he looks good. If you want to take somebody who's on the set of a movie walking past a bunch of people
I think somebody posted a picture and I was like, all right, he kind of looks like Jake
okay.
Gyllenhaal. But I mean, come on. It's not.
Here's the test right here.
Not making Godfather for crying out loud.
Exactly. Here's the test. When I looked at it, I didn't say that looks like shit.
Right.
I just said that could work.
Right.
So
the only picture I saw was him hanging out with Reese Witherspoon.
I
can't get anything out of that.
All right.
Sorry.
We're going to do two more.
We'll wait till we'll give you a fair judgment when we see the trailer. I guess.
Yeah, it's really too early to judge. You're right about that. Oh, okay. Two more and then we're out of here.
All right.
Oh, shit, man.
Uh-oh.
Gotta read this. Somebody said,
read it.
You better
read
into
this
motherfucking
I gotta
email.
reawaken myself. We've been drinking.
I know, man.
We're dozing off now. Like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Next question.
You better read this motherfucking
Gotta
email
pump
and let's
this
do this.
up. Come
This
on,
comes-
wake up. You could do some push-ups or something.
Damn, this comes from that dude who has that prison picture.
Oh,
Nicholas.
shit.
Oh, and he
What's
says
his
that.
name? What's his name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas. Oh,
And it says, it's me, the jail guy.
oh boy.
I won't shoot you like co-host suggested on Let's Do This with Cyrus. As you may know, they don't teach a lot in jail, and I don't know the answer to this. My question is, in animated films, they hire all those famous voices, and it ends up costing a lot. I don't want to know why. They could hire less famous people so they don't bomb like Delgo. Oh, okay, that movie Delgo. Yeah. I don't think kids care if Tom Cruise is the voice in the movie. God damn it! He puts in all caps. God damn it! No. It's almost like he said it like this. I don't care if kids think if Tom Cruise is. God damn it!
I don't care.
And I still think the Boondocks should be a movie. I'm just saying. Just watch Soul Plane. What the fuck? Now that's a goddamn it, right? God damn it! No. That's what you should have put that.
I laughed when he said, "What the fuck?" That movie been out for how long? You just saw that. What the fuck?
What? Who made this travesty?
God damn it! I should have killed them instead.
I will shoot them. When I get out of jail, I'm going up to the cast of Soul Plane. God damn it! That makes it sound like it. I just saw Soul Plane. God damn it! Look, man, I can tell you why they use famous voices for animated films. Yes. Just what we were saying for Prince of Persia. It's the name.
It is the name, yes. I mean, names sell tickets sometimes.
And now you see on the trailers, they will show the characters. I mean, they will show the actors reading voices next to their characters, a picture of their characters. So, yeah, if we hear that Robin Williams is doing a voice for something, we automatically think, okay, he's a big name and he's funny. Right. He just did some voices for Aladdin too, and that was a big hit. So yeah, very simple answer.
People like us, I guess, we wouldn't give a shit. But as far as like the average Joe going to see these movies, they actually do care. So it's all sometimes the names, they bring in the cash. So Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie doing an animated feature about, adopting a bunch of fucking kids from all over the world, it'll bring somebody in.
Okay, here's a question.
Last question. Is this the last one?
This is no, because this one's very short. Okay. This is from Brad's. He says, "Hi,
Brad's.
Hi, can we do a movie review together? I think it would be fun." No.
What?
Chances are maybe someday.
But of course.
See. Yes, come on in.
I've been dying to do a movie review with Brad's.
I got to read this question. This is from Jorge.
Read it. Jorge. Oh, boy, my favorite. He's my favorite dude. Hang out with him all the time and shoot the shit.
Okay. It says, question for
you guys.
A Coho, let's do it. Coco, or let's do this one.
Okay. Oh my God, people, we're really dying right now.
What is y'all?
Sorry.
What is y'all's? It says, what is y'all's? What is y'all's favorite movie montage? You are drunk.
Oh my God. I love this business.
I love this job.
Oh my God.
You better answer this motherfucking question.
Okay, my favorite movie montage is from a movie called Freaks, with Alex Winter, who was Bill from Bill and Ted. Mr. T is in it as the bearded lady, but there's a montage where you see them all working together. They're building. It's just a huge montage, and the song during the montage is "Freaks." That's what they call us. And it's like a bad, cheesy '80s rock song. Freaks. That's what they call us.
There's a movie called Freaks or Freaked.
Freaks. Wait.
No, it's Freaked.
No, it's Freaked. Yeah, Freaked.
Yeah,
that's Freaked. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm
okay.
Tired. Yeah, Freaked. No, the song is Freaked. That's what they call us. Oh, my God. Yeah, right. That montage, I can't even think right now what happens, but it's a bunch of freaks doing a bunch of crazy shit. Freaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I got to say there's two of them. Mm-hmm. There's one in Team America where they actually make fun of montages.
Yeah.
You gotta have a montage. Then there's another one that was done well. Mm-hmm. Out of all the montages that I've seen, they do one in Marley and Me that I thought was actually the dog movie. as much as I complained about that movie, I didn't really complain. I just said it's a rental. I didn't say it wasn't anything special to me. But they had a really cool montage in there where Owen Wilson, and this is what led me to. This is where I really realized what the movie was about. It wasn't about a dog. It was Owen Wilson talking about going through several periods of his week. And what they were like, and a lot of it. There was always he would say, "I go to work, I do this, and the dog fucks up something. I do this, dog fucks up something." So, now he didn't say that, but that's what the montage was. It's like his day would go well, and the dog would end up fucking up something. And it was done pretty, and it wasn't done like a funny montage. They play funny music, and Marley's taking a piss on a tree, and like whoa, yuck. And, no, it was Owen Wilson, who's an editorial writer. It was pretty much the montage from the point of him writing his editorials. So it was done pretty well. That's one of the best. Not exactly a great movie, but one of the best montages that I've seen in a while.
Actually, you know what? I had another montage.
What?
Come to mind.
What?
Rocky IV when he's working out trying to defeat Drago. when he's like lifting up like what is it, carriages of hay or whatever, and he's running up to the highest mountain. They have this whole montage workout scene.
Can I tell you something?
This kick-ass music. Yes.
Check it out. After this, he says, "Me, Rocky IV," when he was taking that drive after Apollo Creed's death.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I got it right here. Look,
let me see.
There it is, right there. If you think I'm on it.
That kicks ass, dude. That guy's awesome. I know. As soon as when we started talking, Rocky IV came into my fucking head. The whole workout scene where he's like working out in a fucking barn, lifting rocks.
Man, you really are kind of tipsy. You know, I haven't heard that laugh in years that you've had.
My real laugh.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember when I got fucked up and I was at Joel's place and I was on the ground laughing to myself and fucking
That girl I was going out with.
Girls were walking by. They thought, it was fucking madman.
What's that the girl named Dina?
A mad robot was fucking
roll on the floor. And that's what it was.
I was on the floor. I did not care about anything. I was in my own fucking universe, and I was laughing like it was my last day on earth. my last day to laugh.
That girl Dina that was going out with, she came in. He's like, "Are you going?" She said, "Are you going to remember me?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm going to remember you."
Hey, I was having a good time. I didn't need any of those fools around. I was having a blast. It was the greatest party ever.
And then we were at a karaoke show, and you weren't. Do you remember seeing that guy that was drunk? It was a guy just sitting over in the corner just laughing.
Yeah.
And I remember I don't even know I'm bringing this up. You reminded me of that guy at the time. You because you were saying, that guy's got a goddamn comedy show going on his head. And there was a guy who sat there at a table for an hour.
Yeah.
Who was just laughing
fucking laughing his ass off. And we were in New Orleans, that other fucking guy who was in his car, like he's getting his fucking groove on. I was like, man, I was laughing out loud looking at that guy. Like, that guy got some beats going on in that car.
Man, we were in New Orleans and we were getting ready to drive home. It looked like the apocalypse had just tore up the city.
Yeah.
And we looked over at this
Mardi
guy.
Gras 2000.
Yeah, and this dude was in his car. This big dude, big old black dude. We looked over his car, and that dude looked at us, and he started banging his arms up and down.
His arms up and down. His head started like head banging. He was like listening to some good shit.
Some good shit in that car. And you had me laughing because I started laughing at the guy's face because I looked at him. He stared at me, and I stared at him. And then I heard you behind me saying, "I love this music."
Yeah.
And I started laughing at that guy.
That's right. Oh my God!
All right, man.
Good times.
Good times. Some
yes.
memories.
I guess is that it?
That's it, man. We're done. We're out of here now.
We have to shut down, brother.
Boy, there's a long ass show, but we did a long ass show and put a bonus in there for you.
Oh yeah, a little bonus for the fans.
Exactly. So
there you go.
All right, people.
All right, kids. See you later, suckers.